Please take us live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Clinquint Bosom Friends production of Edmond Rostand's masterpiece, Cyrano de Bergerac. The play will begin in approximately 2 minutes, but first, a little bit about this play. Although this play is set in the year 1640, Edmond Rostand wrote Cyrano de Bergerac in 1897. Rostand's romantic plays contrasted with the naturalistic theater populaire during the late 19th century. The entire play is written in verse in rhyming couplets of 12 syllables per line. This English translation is not comprised entirely of rhymed couplets, but it does capture the flavor of the original French while remaining meticulously faithful to the text. The play was carefully researched down to the names of the members of the French Academy and the Dames Précieuses glimpsed before the performance in the first scene. This play is also responsible for introducing the word panache into the English language. So when you do something with panache, think of Cyrano. And yes, there really was a large-nosed Frenchman named Cyrano de Bergerac. This play is a fictionalized version of the broad outlines of the events of his life. The man Cyrano was a French novelist, a playwright, epistolarian, and duelist. For those of you unfamiliar with the term epistolarian, it means letter writer. Cyrano wrote 3 satirical novels, including one called The Other World, Comical History of the States and Empires of the Moon. It was published posthumously in 1657, and along with its companion work, The States and Empires of the Sun, is considered one of the earliest published works of science and fiction. Arthur C. Clarke credited the book with the first description of rocket-powered spaceflight and with the invention of the ramjet. As a minor nobleman and officer, Cyrano was notorious for his dueling and boasting. As in the play, Cyrano did fight at the siege of Arras in 1640, which is the battle of the 30 Years' War between the French and the Spanish. The model for Roxane is in Rostand's play, in fact, Cyrano's cousin, who lived with his sister, Catherine de Bergerac, at the convent of the Daughters of the Cross. One of Cyrano's colleagues at the siege of Arras was the Baron Christian de Neuville, who really did marry Cyrano's cousin. The world premiere of Rostand's play occurred on December 27th in 1897. It was an instant smash hit, and a full hour after the curtain fell, the audience was still applauding. Since then, there have been numerous adaptations of the work for film, radio, television, and the stage in the form of plays, operas, and a ballet. But tonight, we are proud to present which is most likely the first ever adaptation of the play for live Zoom theater. So get your favorite French snacks, sit back, get comfortable, and enjoy this production of Cyrano de Bergerac. Act 1, Paris, France. A performance at the Hotel Burgundy.
Hi there. You're 15 sous?
Getting free?
How so?
I'm in the Royal Cavalry.
And you?
No payment. I'm a musketeer.
Look here, the play does not begin till 2. The pit is empty. Let us try our foils.
Whist, flacon!
Champagne here.
Cards, dice, let's play!
Righto, you rogue.
My mother's candle end, just right for us. He won't make light of it.
Good girl to come before the lights are lit.
Touché.
Ha! Clubs!
A kiss.
Coming before the show, I always find time for a bite to eat.
No danger here.
Let us sit here, my son.
A pair of aces!
A man who cares about his Burgundy should drink it at the Burgundy Hotel.
The theater's fallen on evil days. You'd think we'd come to some disreputable place. Drunkards, fighters, gamblers.
One little kiss.
Ooh. Odd. To think that in a hall like this, they used to play Routreau.
And Cornet, too.
Ra la 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 la.
No nonsense, boys.
Sir, what a thing to say.
Now watch me closely, all you amateurs. Here's the first course in how to be a thief.
You there? Have you pea shooters?
Yes, and peas.
What is the play?
Oh, it's Clarice.
Who wrote the work?
Balthazar Borrow. It's his masterpiece.
Breeches and sleeves are tricky. First of all, look out for lace. Be quick to cut it off.
The first night of El Cid, I was up there.
Lift the watches slowly.
You'll see some celebrated actors in this play.
Handkerchiefs, thus.
Montfleury, Bellerose, Lepi, Beaupré, Jodelet. Oh! Oh! My wig!
Go-boom!
You little ruffians!
Look, everyone! Here comes the orange girl!
Oranges, milk, fruit syrup, lemonade.
Make room there, beasts.
Marquis? In the pit?
Just for an entrance.
What, do we come in without disturbing anyone? Like tradesmen? Stepping on no one's toes? Fie, for shame! Cuiget! Briseau!
The old guard's here once more, always before the hall is quite lit up.
Don't say lit up. I am in a sickening mood.
Compose yourself, Marquise. Let there be light.
Ah!
Linière. Still sober, Linière?
Shall I present you? Baron Nouviette.
A charming head.
Two.
Messieurs de Cogy, de Brésil, a friend.
Delighted.
Passable. Good looking in a way, but out of style.
Christian has come up from Touraine.
Yes, I've just been in Paris, scarce 3 weeks. Tonight's my last. Tomorrow I'll join the guards to serve with the cadets.
President Aubry's wife.
Oranges, milk.
A huge crowd.
Yes.
The great world and his wife. Mesdames de Guémené.
De Bois Dauphin.
With whom we're all in love. De Chavigny, who toys with our hearts.
By the way, I see Cornet is up from Rouen.
Has the Academy come?
Attention! Now Précieux arrive. Those delicate, sophisticated ladies. Remote and magical. Barthénoid, Rimondon, Cassidas, Felixire. Their very names make music. Do you know any of them?
Any? I know them all.
Friend, I came here to do a favor, but the looked-for lady does not come, and so I go back to my vices, if you please.
No. You're the singer to the court as well as of the town. You're the one to tell me who she is, that fair unknown for whom I die for each day. Stay a while.
Lemonade, macaroons.
I fear she's a wit or coquette. I'm far from bright. I I grope for words. The kind of language people use today puzzles me. I'm a good soldier, but afraid. Well, that's where she sits. There, the empty box up there on the right.
Dasuse is waiting for me at the inn. I die of thirst here.
Fruit juice?
Ah,
Milk? Muscatel?
I'll stay a little longer. Let's test this wine, my friend.
Oh,
Oh, that is the famed tavern keeper, Rajanu.
Sir, have you seen Monsieur de Bergerac?
Oh, the pastry cook of actors. More than that, the patron saint of poets.
Monsieur, please, you do me too much honor.
Oh, be still. Massenet, that you are.
Well, I admit the poets are my customers.
On credit, he himself writes gifted poetry.
A verse or two, perhaps.
Mad about rhyme.
It's true that for a little ode...
He'd give a pie.
Oh, just a little tart.
Oh, come tell the truth. For a triolet, what would you give?
A finger roll.
A milk roll, nothing less. And you're attracted to the theater?
I adore it.
And the entrance price you pay with cakes. Your place tonight, whispered in my ear, cost you how much?
4 custards, 15 cream puffs. Cyrano has not arrived?
What then?
Montfleury plays.
Why, to be sure, Montfleury plays tonight. The old wine barrel acts the part of Plaidon. But what has that to do with Cyrano?
What? Don't you know Cyrano hates the man and has forbidden him to speak a line on any stage regardless for a month?
So then.
Montfleury plays tonight unless...
Cyrano cannot stop him.
That is what I've come to see.
Who is this Cyrano?
Brilliant swordsman who knows every trick.
Noble?
Noble enough. He's a cadet, one of the Gascon guards. But here's his friend Lebret. He'll tell you everything. Lebret, looking for Cyrano.
Yes, I am worried.
Is the man really so extraordinary?
He is the rarest, choicest soul on earth.
A poet.
A warrior.
A philosopher.
A musician, too.
And what a sight he is.
No painter could portray him. Jacques Collot might have found place for him in some mad masque, an odd swashbuckler, fierce and fabulous, bizarre, excessive, extravagant. He swaggers in a hat with 3 great plumes. His doublet is puffed out and sports 6 tails. His challenging sword points lift, his cloak is high, as though it were an insolent cock's tail, pompous and impudent. He's prouder than the boldest rake shells of all Gascony. And last, but scarcely least, above his ruff, he wears a nose. My lords, and what a nose. Seen for the first time, one cries out, "No, no, it is not true. The thing is fake. Exaggerated, unbelievable." And then one smiles and says, "It's a joke. Soon he will take it off." But this, alas, is something Cyrano will never do.
He keeps it on. It's death to mention it.
His sword is half of the dread shears of fate.
He will not come.
He'll come, I'll wager you, a chicken a la Ragueneau.
Agreed. Oh, is she not too exquisite? Too adorable. She is a flawless peach with the perfume of a strawberry. So cool, and fresh that if you come too near, you'll catch your death of cold.
Oh, look, there she is.
Oh, is it she?
Quickly, I'm afraid.
Madeline Robin, called Roxanne, well-born, a wit. Ah, unmarried, orphaned, and the cousin of the man whom we spoke, Cyrano.
And who is that man?
Oh, that is the Count de Guiche, in love with her, but wedded to the niece of Richelieu. Wants to marry Monsieur de Valvert, Viscount, old and dull, so complacent. But the Count de Guiche is powerful. He knows how to persuade an inexperienced girl. I know his tricks. I have disclosed his plans, exposed it in a song, which, when he hears, will make him flush with rage. Listen to this.
No thanks.
Oh,
No thanks. No thanks. Good night.
what's wrong? Where would you go?
To meet this Vicomte de Valvert.
Oh, watch yourself. The man will kill you. Wait. She's watching.
It's true. I'll stay.
And I am the one who goes. I am thirsty, and my friends are wondering what has become of me.
No Cyrano.
Nevertheless,
Perhaps he has not seen the playbill for tonight.
Begin!
Begin!
Ah, this Count de Guiche has quite a following.
Another Gascon.
A Gascon cold, subtle and keen. Let's pay him our respects.
What lovely ribbons. What's that color called? Kiss Me, My Darling, or Breast of a Fawn?
The color is called Sick Spaniard.
A good name. The color tells the truth, for thanks to you, things will go ill for Spain in Flanders Field.
I am going on the stage. Come on, Valvert.
Valvert? I'll throw right in his face, Michael. What? I was looking for a glove.
Instead, you find a hand. Pray, let it go.
Well?
There is a secret that I could tell you.
On?
Your friend who has just left is near his end. A song of his has angered some great lord. And now, tonight, 100 men, I'm one, will wait for him.
100? Hired by whom?
Sorry, a secret. Professional.
Ha. What do they want?
Close to the Port de Nail. He'll have to go that way. He should be warned.
What is he? Where is he now?
Try all the taverns. Try the Golden Wine Press, then the Pine Cone, and the Bursting Belt, 2 torches, and the sign of the 3 funnels. Leave a note in every one to warn him.
I must go. 100 against 1 man. Cowards all. To leave her here. And he. But I must save Lignette.
Begin.
Begin!
Now, this sudden silence. Is it true?
I have it in my best authority.
Shush.
Is it he? No. Yes.
Cardinal!
The curtain box? He's there, the cardinal.
No, the cardinal.
The devil. Now we'll have to be more careful.
Be still.
Montfleury, will he dare?
he's ready now, clearing his throat.
Cyrano is not here.
And I have lost my bet.
So much the better.
Bravo!
Bravo!
Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo!
Oui, bravo!
Bravo!
Happy the man who dwells in solitude, far from the court in some sequestered mood, who would accept, who, when sweet Zephyr whispers through the wood.
Dave, did I not forbid you to appear for 30 days?
Really? What's that?
Really? What is that?
What?
Oh.
Cyrano!
King of clowns, off stage at once.
Oh!
But
Are you still here?
Go on, Montfleury.
Come on, Montfleury, act! Don't be afraid!
happy the man who dwells in solitude.
Monarch of misfits, must I plant a wood, a forest on your back?
Happy the man who
Get off!
dwells.
Oh! Oh!
Happy the man who
Oh, I shall grow angry.
dwells. Come to my aid. Come to my aid.
Oh, go on and act.
Tub, if you do, I'll break in all your staves.
Enough.
Let the Marquis compose himself, or my rough cane will spoil his dainty lace.
This is too much. Montfleury.
Let him go. I'll slit his ears and slice him if he stays. Go, I say. Is he still here? Good. I'll make a sideboard of the stage and carve this ripe old sausage piece by piece.
When you insult me, you insult the muse.
Sir, if the muse to whom you dare refer, who never heard your name, should ever meet such a great greasy bowl of fat as you, she'd greet you with her sandals on your rear.
Montfleury!
You keep on, I'll rouse my sleeping sword out of its quiet scabbard, so take care.
Beware of him. Look out there.
Out there!
Leave the stage.
Oh!
Come on, let's see who objects.
La Cloïs! La Cloïs!
La
Just
Cloïs!
one more word of that cheap song and I will clear the hall.
Who are you, Samson?
How did you know? I'm looking for the jawbone of an ass. Perhaps you'll lend me yours.
He goes too far.
Graceful.
Shameful.
What a loss.
Montfleury!
Montfleury, Cyrano!
No!
Fleury.
Bow wow! Woof,
Woof, woof, woof! Get it!
Once more, I say still, I offer one and all a general challenge. None will be refused. Walk up, you heroes. Give me your names. Don't crowd. Everyone will be dealt with in his turn. Who will be the first? You, sir? Not you. Then you? What? Not you either. Not even if I send the first brave victim straight to glory. Well, won't someone try? Won't someone unafraid to die? Please raise his hand. Not one? Perhaps you're also virginal. You'd blush to see a naked sword. Refreshing modesty. Still, not one name, no upraised hand, not even one little finger. Well then, I'll resume. I aim to have our theater cleansed or purged of this great boil, and if it can't be cured, then I propose to use the scalpel. O moon, too monstrous and too full, watch me. I'll clap my hands 3 times, like this. And at the 3rd hand clap, you'll disappear. Ready? Here's one.
He'll stay. He'll go.
Gentlemen,
2.
I believe. Okay, really then, perhaps I should.
3.
Coward!
Come back!
Come back!
Come back!
Just let him try.
The manager!
Belrose!
Belrose!
Choice spirit, nobles all.
No,
Not
it's
him!
not him. Jodele, the comedian.
Him.
Oh, Kettle.
Whoa.
That's good.
Bravo! That's good!
Oh, bravos,
Very
please.
good.
Our friend, the actor with the blossoming bust, was called away.
The coward!
Coward.
Oh!
He begs for your indulgence.
Oh,
Call
Meanwhile,
him
him
back!
Call him back.
No!
No, let him
Let him
Let
stay!
him stay.
Beg pardon, monsieur, but why do you hate Montfleury so?
Young man, there are two reasons, each one great enough to earn my condemnation and contempt. First, he is a stupid actor, mouths his words, chews up the scenery, and beats the air with flailing arms. He leans his weight on lines that otherwise would soar in singing joy. Second, that is my secret.
But the play, La Clarisse, Barrow's masterpiece. Must we forego our entertainment for a whim?
The poetry of Barrow, sir, is worth precisely nothing. Therefore, what I have done is really less than nothing.
The idea!
Our Borrow!
Really? What a thing to say!
Fair ladies, bloom and brighten, shine and be the center of our dreams with one slow smile. Make death a dear delight. Inspire us to poetry, but please do not attempt to judge it.
What about, if I may ask, the money to be given back?
Bellerose, that is the first intelligent remark I've heard this evening. There should be no holes in Thespis's well-worn cloak. So, catch this purse and hold your tongue.
Ooh!
At that price, dear sir, you've my consent to come and stop Clarisse each evening in the week.
Boo!
we should be booed at one.
Empty the hall.
Madman.
Montfleury, it is dangerous. The Duc de Candale is his protector. Have you a patron?
No,
You haven't one?
no.
Not a friend at court? No powerful lord to shield you with the influence of his name?
I've said it twice. Must I say no 3 times? No, no protector, but
But surely you'll
good protectress? No, it all depends.
The Duke has a long arm.
Not quite as long as mine when it is lengthened out with this.
But do you dream of daring?
Yes, I dream.
But you...
On your way.
But you can't...
March, or tell me why you're looking so intently at my nose.
I'm
What's
not...
so queer about it?
You
You
mistake...
find it flabby like a swaying trunk?
I never said...
Is it crooked like a beak?
I...
Is there a wart that makes its tip longer still?
But...
Is a fly taking a promenade upon its hideous growth?
Oh, no,
Is it
no,
some
no.
abnormality?
But I my eyes away from it.
Now, why have you kept your eyes away?
I...
It looks disgusting.
Please.
Is it the color unwholesome?
Sir,
Is the shape of it obscene?
Certainly not.
Why the contemptuous look? Perhaps you find it just a bit too large.
No. On the contrary, it's rather small.
Small? My nose small? Am I a fool to be ridiculed by an idiot? Small indeed.
Oh, heavens!
My nose is huge, enormous, vast. Listen, poor snub-nosed, flat-headed addle-pate. Here's an accessory I'm proud to wear, for a large nose betokens a large heart, symbol of courage and courtesy. It indicates a nature kind and keen, witty and warm and liberal, like mine, and never one like yours, you stupid oaf, because your foolish gestures are as bare of pride, of passion, and of purity, of inspiration, even of a nose, as that on which I will now plant my boot.
Help!
Let this serve as a warning to all those who find the central portion of my face a thing of jests. If the jester is well born, I'll treat him like a noble. He will feel my steel instead of leather boots, and not in back, but front, and higher up.
He boasts too much. Well, I'll top his wit. I'll match him word for word. Your nose is very, big.
It is indeed. Is that all?
Why? What?
Too short, young man. You might have said many sharp things by varying the tone. You might have put some such way as this. Aggressive. Sir, if I had such a nose, I'd cut it off to please not spite my face. Friendly. A nose like that must dip so deep. A special goblet should be prepared for it. Descriptive. 'Tis a rock, a peak, a cape. Did I say cape? 'Tis a peninsula. Inquisitive. Is it an oblong box for pen and ink? Is it a scissors case? Gracious. I see you love the little birds and offer them this to perch for tired feet. Belligerent. Sir, when you light your pipe and smoke blows out through your nose, the neighbors cry, look out! Another chimney is on fire! Kindly, with such a burden on your head, take care you do not topple to the ground. Consider it. Have an umbrella made to keep its hues from fading in the sun. Pedantic. Monsieur Aristophanes, Hippo, Campbellephanto, Camelos, the fabled beast, could not have borne so much great bone and heavy flesh upon his head. Flippant. The latest vogue, I have no doubt. Clever and fashionable and useful, too. A perfect hook on which to hang a hat. Rhetorical. No spiteful wind that blows makes you catch cold, O magisterial nose. Dramatic. When it bleeds, 'tis the Red Sea. And what a sign for a perfumery. Lyric. Is this the ocean shell, the wreathed horn that Triton blew when the old gods were young? Innocent. Please tell me, when do they unveil the monument, and may we visit it? Respectful. My congratulations, sir. That thing's a house with a tremendous view. Rustic. Don't tell me that's a nose. I know a melon or a giant cucumber when I see one, and I sure see one right now. Militaristic. Throw that gun of yours and aim it point blank against the cavalry. Practical. Entered in a lottery, 50 to 1, it's sure to take first prize. Or in a parody of Pyramus, complain and sob, there is that traitorous nose which dared conspire against its master's face and turned it into a monstrous mockery. That, my dear sir, is what you might have said had you the least command of words or wit. But wit is something you can scarcely spell. As if for words, you know only the ones that have 3 letters, stupid ones like ass. Furthermore, sir, if you had twice the skill to wage a duel with such pleasantries, you would have stopped before you could begin the fumbling first word stammering syllable. I laugh at such jests as these when they are mine, but I permit no other man alive to utter them.
What
Come, Valverde.
arrogance.
Come away.
Oh, what arrogance heirs from a country lute. A man who, look, appears in company of bourge clothes, no gloves, no frills, no lace, no ribbons, no trim knots upon his sleeves.
I wear my decorations in my mind. Clothes make the man, and so I have to be more careful if less vain. I take great pains never to leave my soul uncleansed, nor bear an insult without washing it away. I'll not be seen in any company with conscience dirty, or my honor smirched, and every scruple torn to shameful rags. What shining gems I own, I wear inside. And when I venture forth, I clothe myself in independence and sincerity. Lacking a dashing figure, I contain my soul as in a corset. I put on deeds for my decorations, bristling wit instead of perfumed lace and ribbon knots. And when I go into the street, the crowd will hear the truth ring out like clashing spurs.
But
I wear no gloves. Alas, you're right. Too bad. I did have one, half a pair, but now it's gone. Some fool insulted me, and so of course I flung it in his face.
Fool, rascal, knave, absurd flat-footed clown.
Ah, yes, indeed. And I am Cyrano de Bergerac.
Buffoon.
Oh. It must be.
Did you say something?
Oh, it's getting stiff. It hurts. It can't be left unused too long.
What does this mean?
My sword has gone to sleep and tingles to be waked.
So be it then.
You shall die beautifully.
Poet.
Yes. While swords are clashing, I shall fence in rhyme and improvise a poem, a ballade.
A ballade?
Perhaps you may not know the word.
But
Ballade is a special, a peculiar form. 3 8-line stanzas built on just 3 rhymes, each line different.
This is too much.
Wait, there's more. There's a refrain, 4 lines, and at the very last line of the piece, I'll thrust and I'll strike home.
No.
No, you say. Listen, and you will learn the duel fought in Hotel Burgundy between a fool and a de Bergerac.
And what does this all mean?
That is the title.
Quiet.
Quiet.
Sit
Move
down.
over.
Ah.
Stop.
Let's start.
I must choose my rhymes. I have them now. My hat is flung swiftly away. My cloak is thrown off, if you please. And my sword, always eager to play, flies out of the scabbard I seize. My sword, I confess, is a tease. With a nimble and mischievous brain, and it knows as the blade makes a breeze, I shall strike as I end the refrain. You should have kept quiet today. I could carve you, my friend, by degrees. But where, for a start, shall we say? In the side, or the narrowest squeeze twixt your ribs while your arteries freeze? And my point makes a sly meaning plain. Guard that paunch, you're beginning to wheeze. I shall strike as I end the refrain. I need a word rhyming with a. For look, you turn paler than cheese and whiter than, where's the word? Clay. Your weak thrusts I parry with ease. Too late now to pause or appease. So hold on to your spit, though in pain. For if you'll permit the reprise, I shall strike as I end the refrain. The refrain. Pray God, Prince, to pardon all these. All poor efforts of yours all in vain. I thrust as you sink to your knees, and I strike as I end the refrain.
Marvelous.
A pretty stroke.
Superb.
A novelty.
Madness.
Unexcelled.
Nations.
Congratulations.
Oh.
What a feat.
Totally
The man's a hero.
Permit me, sir. It was done artfully. I might add something. I'm something of a judge. Not only did I clap my hands, I stamped.
Who is that gentleman?
A musketeer. His name is D'Artagnan.
Come now, a word with you.
Wait till the rabble goes.
Most
Where I
certainly.
remain.
They hoot and hiss Montfleury.
Sick transit. Sweep up, put out the candles, close the house. We'll have our supper, then we shall return for a rehearsal of tomorrow's play.
You are not dining.
No.
Because
I have no money.
But that bag of clinking coins?
Inheritance. In one short day, it's spent.
How will you live this month or next?
Who knows? Who cares?
What a mad act to throw away your all!
But what a gesture!
To see you fast affects my heart. Here's everything one needs. Take what you like.
Oh, dear child, although my Gascon pride forbids acceptance of one sweetmeat from your hands, the fear of hurting you outweighs my pride, so I will take not much. A grape, just one, a glass of water, clear, and half, just half, a macaroon.
Oh, something
Ollie.
more?
One thing, your hand to kiss.
Oh, thank you. Good night.
I'll listen now. Dinner. Dinner. A drink. Dessert. Now, friend, I was ravenous, a starving man. You were going to say?
That all these fools, if you pay heed to them, will turn your head. Distrust the treacherous lot. Take counsel from your friends. Men of good sense will tell you the apex of insolence.
Terrific.
And the cardinal of all
That the
people.
cardinal was here?
He must have thought that
The
you
whole
were
thing quite original.
But why on
He is an
earth would
author, therefore pleased to see a fellow author's play jeered off the stage.
Why do you make so many enemies?
How many would you say I made tonight?
Oh, excluding women, I'd say 48.
Let's count them.
Well, Montfleury, the tradesman, then De Guiche, the Viscount Barrow, and the whole academy.
Enough! I'm overjoyed!
And yet this attitude, this way of life, where will it take you? What may be your aim?
For years, I've wandered in a labyrinth. There were so many winding ways to choose. I lost myself, and so I took...
Which way?
The very simplest way. I chose the line of least resistance. I would be myself and please at least myself in everything.
So be it. But this hate for Montfleury, what is the true reason? Can you really tell?
This fat Silenus, who can't reach below his monstrous belly, this repulsive toad, still thinks himself a devil with the ladies. And while he mouths and waddles through a play, casts fishy eyes upon them, I have loathed the man since he first dared to let his eyes rest on her. Oh, I thought I saw a slug crawling upon a flower.
What is this? Can it be possible?
That I should love? I love.
I never knew. You never told me. Will you tell me now?
Whom I in love? Reflect, my friend. This nose, which always is ahead of me by 15 minutes, scarcely will allow the dream of being cherished by a frump. So whom do I adore? You might have guessed. Obviously, the fairest of the fair.
The fairest?
Yes, the fairest in the world, the most accomplished, most intelligent, in short, the loveliest.
Who can it be?
A threat, a peril. Though she's unaware, she can be a danger. Nature's snare, a damask rose, the perfect trap for love. Whoever wins her smile wins heaven itself. Her very gestures show divinity. Venus was not so lovely in her shell. Diana never strode the blossoming woods with half the grace revealed when she ascends her sedan chair to ride these Paris streets.
Sapristi, it's quite clear. I understand.
I knew you'd see.
Your cousin Madeleine.
Yes, Roxanne, yes.
That is good news indeed. You love her? Tell her so. She watched and saw you win a rousing triumph here tonight.
Friend, look at me. Tell me what foolish hope remains for me with this protuberance. No, I have no illusions. Oh, I too grow weak and tender in the purple dusk. A garden calls and my preposterous nose breathes in the April promise. My heart leaps when in the light of some enraptured moon, a woman leans on her lover's arm. Thus, so I dream in a silver glow, would I too walk my arm about my love, blissful and blessed. And then to cap it all, I see my profile's shadow on the wall.
Dear friend.
Yes, and I have my bitter hours, facing this ugliness when I'm alone sometimes.
You weep?
No, that would be too much. While master of myself, I'll not permit the soothing beauty of a tear to roll along the crooked contours of this nose. There's a sublimity in tears, and I would not debase them. I would never turn something sublime to the ridiculous.
Let's not be gloomy. What is love but chance?
I long for Cleopatra. Do I look like Caesar?
But your wit, your bravery, the girl who offered you your light repast, did not find you unbearable.
That's true.
Well then, as for Roxanne, why, she herself turned pale during the duel.
She turned pale?
Her mind and heart already are involved. Speak to her that she may.
Laugh at my nose? That is the one and only thing I fear.
Someone is asking for you, sir.
Good God, it's your duenna.
Someone wants to know where her brave cousin may be seen in secret.
See me?
See you. Someone would say something.
Something?
Something.
Oh, God.
Someone will go at dawn tomorrow to hear early mass at St. Roch.
Oh, my God.
Speak fast.
I must try to think.
Where?
Where? Let me see. Ah, yes, at Ragueneau's, the pastry cooks.
Where is it?
It's in the Rue, oh my God, Saint Honoré.
Good. She will go. Be there at 7 sharp.
I will be there. Rendezvous from her with me.
You see, now you are not so miserable, my friend.
Whatever comes, at least she knows I live.
And now let's hope you will be calm.
Calm? I am all frantic violence and fire. I face an army and I vanquish it. I have 10 hearts and 20 arms. I'll fight. No more dwarves. No, I must have giants now.
Silence down there. We're rehearsing.
Good. We're going now.
Cyrano?
What is that? Lignier, what's happened?
A heavy songbird. But without his song.
But what's happened?
He's been seeking you. He can't go home.
Why not?
This note warns me. 100 lie in wait because a song. Great danger threatens me at the Porte de Nil. Must pass there to get home. If I could sleep at your home before tonight.
100 men, you say? You shall sleep safe in your own house.
But I...
Take that lantern! Start! I swear to you that I shall tuck you in your bed myself. Come, but only act as witnesses. The way I feel tonight, I need all 100 men. I would not have one less.
But why involve yourself?
Lebray, don't scold.
And for a worthless sot.
I'll tell you why. This reeking sot, this cask of muscatel, one day did something unforgettable. Coming from mass, he saw his sweetheart dip her fingers in the holy water font, and this man, who shuns water like the plague, went to the basin, bent down over it, and drank up every drop.
Ah, that was sweet.
Yes, was it not?
But why 100 men against one poet?
Let us go. Gentlemen, when you see me charge, keep back, withhold your aid no matter what the odds.
Oh, I would love to see this.
Come along, come along. The doctor, Isabel, Leander, all you shall compose a proper madcat group. Quaint actors in a queer Italian farce mixed with Spanish drama. You shall be the jingling bells on this gay tambourine.
Oh, bravo! A cape!
Come on, let's go.
Here, violins, let's march to melody. Bravo! First, officers, then women, then some 20 paces to the front. Myself, alone, wearing the plume, the deathless pride, placed there in glory. Is it understood? No one's to help me? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Doorkeeper, open the door. Ah, Paris. The solid city melts away at night, and underneath the moon turns into mist, a magic setting for our little play. The Seine, like some spell-binding looking glass, trembles and glows in this mysterious light. And now we shall see what we shall see.
On to the
Ordinel, I think you asked me why 100 men were sent against one poet. This is why. This poor, foolhardy poet is my friend.
Act 2, Paris, France. The Poet's Cook's Shop.
Nougat with fruits.
Cream custard.
Peacock. Puff paste. Risole.
Silver smile of dawn glints on the brass. Stifle the songs within the oregano. This is the hour for ovens, not for lutes. The sauce needs lightening. It's much too short. About 3 feet.
The puff.
The pie.
Oh, leave me, my muse, before thy limpid eyes are reddened by the oven's thickening smoke. You've split your loaves in the wrong place. The pause is always in the middle of the line. And a light roof to the palatial crust. And you, my son, should alternate the split with a proud turkey and a modest hen, just as Mallarby mixed lengthening lines with short. So turn your roast in strophes in the flames.
Master, I thought of you and I had this baked. I hope the pattern pleases you.
A liar.
Yes. Of puff paste.
And with candied fruit.
And the strings are pure spun sugar.
Good boy. Drink to my health. My wife, hush. The money, hide it and be off. Is it not fine?
It is ridiculous.
Bags. Good, I thank you. Lord, my cherished books, my friends, best poems, mangled, torn apart, dismembered to make paper bags for pies. Thus the Bacchantes cut up Orpheus.
And have I not the right to use what they, your writer friends, leave for their only pay?
Aunt, do not scorn the stinging grasshopper.
Before these scribblers were your bosom friends, you never called your wife an aunt, much less a wild Bacchante.
Oh, to do such things to poetry.
It's good for nothing else.
Then what, I wonder, would you do with crows? Sweetheart, what would you like?
3 patties, please.
Here they are, nice and brown and piping hot.
Wrap them up, please.
Alas, one of my bags. You want that? Ulysses on the day. You left Penelope. No, not that one. Golden-limbed Phoebus. Oh, not that either.
Well, what are you dallying for?
There. Sonnet to Phyllis. Life is very hard.
Luckily, he made up his mind. Poor fool.
My dear, give me back that little bag, and for the sonnet, I will 60s instead of me. Phyllis, gray spot on thy spotless name, Phyllis.
What time is it?
Just 6.
1 hour. 1 hour more.
Bravo, I saw. But you...
Which victory?
Your victory.
Which one?
The duel at the Hotel Burgundy.
Oh, that duel.
Fought out in rhyme.
He talks of nothing else.
Good, but enough of that.
I shall strike as I end the refrain. How wonderful. I shall strike and I end the refrain. I shall strike.
Well, what time is it?
6:05. As I end the refrain, oh, to compose a true ballad.
What is that on your hand there?
Nothing, a little scratch.
You've been in danger.
Danger? Not a bit.
You sound as though you're telling me a lie.
My nose blush and tremble. Only a tremendous lie could do that. I'm expecting someone here. Unless I wait in vain, leave us alone.
I wish I could, but I expect my poets.
Prompt for their daily breakfast.
When I give a sign, get rid of them. What time is it?
6:10.
A pen?
A poet's quill.
Greetings.
And who is that?
Friend of my wife, fearless fighter by his own account.
Hush. Right. Then fold it, then give it to her, then run away. Coward! Oh, but I would die before I dared to speak. What time is it now?
1:15.
To speak a single word of all that's buried here. Well, if I write, so I will write the letter I've composed more than 100 times in secret thought. Knowing my words by heart, I'll trust my soul readily to copy them.
Oh, here are your dirty scarecrows. All of them.
Brother, in art.
Dear colleague.
It smells good. Here, your airy eagle of pastry cooks.
Phoebus of chefs.
Apollo of the stove.
How quickly one could feel at home with them.
The mob delayed us at the Porte de Nel, stabbed, soaking upon their blood in the pavement. 8 cut throats lay.
8? I thought only 7.
I wonder who the hero of such a fight might be. Perhaps you know him?
No, not I.
And you?
Perhaps.
I love you.
It's the truth. One man, they say, beat the entire crowd.
It was a fearful sight. The ground was strewn with sticks, pikes, and cudgels.
And your eyes.
And the hats were picked up 7 streets away.
It must have been some terrible,
Your lips.
ferocious giant who performed the deed.
When I see you, I am weak with fear.
Reginald, what new verse?
Forever yours. No need to sign it. I will give it to her.
I've made a brand new recipe in rhyme.
Good. Let's hear those rhymes.
The brioche has its cap on crooked. I will straighten it. Oh, too late, I ate it.
This gingerbread looks at the starving bard with its sweet almond eyes and such angelic eyebrows made of angelica.
Go on, we're listening.
The cream puff bubbles cream. It's smiling at me.
For the first time, the liar affords me food.
The recipe in rhyme.
Is this your breakfast, friend? Too late.
One of the culinary arts, how to make fresh almond tart. Break your eggs and beat them whole in a bowl. When they lighter than a dream, and some lemon juice like wine, and combine with such sweet and almond cream. Now the puff paste in the tin is folded in. Line the mold right off the top, while your fingers print and pleat a pattern neat. Then you pour in, drop by drop, the foamy custard in each cup. Takes them up carefully so nothing parts from the mixture. Then remove to the stove, and there you have fresh almond tarts.
Delicious.
Armed by your voice, see how they stuff themselves.
I see, but I would let them see. I won't let them see that I see. It would disturb me to embarrass them. To read my rhymes gives me a double joy. I satisfy a weakness of my own and satisfy their weakness, which is food.
My friend, I like you. Please, does this man, this doughty warrior, lay siege to you?
One outraged glance of my offended eyes would vanquish any suitor rash enough to doubt my virtue.
Maybe. But your eyes look soft and yielding for conquerors.
But...
Agano is my friend, Dame Lees. I'll see that he is not made a laughing stock.
But...
To the wise. Take care, my friend.
A gallant lover, do something. Speak up about his nose.
About his nose? Let's see. About his nose.
Psst, psst, psst.
It's better there.
Hurry!
For our poems.
But the cakes.
We can survey them easily.
If I detect the first faint gleam of hope, I'll present the letter. Ah! Come in. 2 little words with you, duenna.
4 words.
You like sweet things.
Enough to make me sick.
Yeah. Here are 2 sonnets by Bergerac.
Oh.
Which I will fill with jelly tartlets.
Ah.
And are you perhaps fond of the cakes called puffs?
Oh. Especially when they have cream inside of them.
I'll bury 6 of them within the breast of Saint Amant's new poem. In this ode by Chapelain, I'll hide 8 sponge cakes. And if you like warm, fresh baked pies.
Oh, sir, I'm mad about them.
Please take them all and eat them outside, and don't come back till the last one's finished. God bless this moment when you recognize my poor existence and you venture here to say.
To thank you, first of all. That fool, that brainless fop, whom your good sword made fun of, is the one whom a great lord desiring me
De Guiche
has tried to force upon me for a husband.
Ah, I see. A substitute. I have fought, it seems, not for my ugly nose, but for your bright eyes.
Also, I wished, but now, before I speak and make confession, I must think of you once more as, shall we say, the almost brother I used to play in that lovely park besides the lake.
I know. You used to come to spend your summers down in Bergerac.
You cut down reeds and said that they were swords.
You shredded corn silk for your doll's fair hair.
Remember the wild berries?
And the games.
Those were the days when you did all I asked.
Roxanne, in her short dress, was Madeline.
And was I pretty then?
You were not plain.
Sometimes when climbing trees, you cut your hand, you'd run to me, and I would act severe and playing mother. I would frown and say, "You naughty boy, how did you get that scratch?" Too bad. It really is. And at your age, how did it happen to you? When and where?
Oh, I was playing at the Portinel.
Let's see.
Once more, the pretty little mother.
Now, tell me all about it while I wash away this blood. How many did you fight?
Not quite 100.
Tell me more.
No more. Let's talk of something else. Now you tell me that which you dared not speak of.
Now I dare. The spirit of the past emboldens me. Yes, I can tell you now. I'm in love. With a man who does not know it. At least not yet. But he'll know it soon. If he has not suspected it by now. Keep your hand there. It seems feverish. And yet it trembles on his silent lips. And just imagine, cousin, he's in your regiment. Yes, he's a cadet in your own company. On his brow, genius shines forth. He's witty, noble, proud, fearless, young, and handsome.
Handsome?
Yes. What? What's the matter?
Nothing, just this little scratch.
In short, I love him madly, even though I've seen him only looking at the play.
You've never spoken?
Only with our eyes.
How do you know that he is...
People talk under the lindens in a place royale. Gossip spreads quickly.
So he's a cadet?
Yes, truly, in the guards.
You know his name?
Baron Christian de Noviette.
Not he. He is not in the guards.
Yes, since today, with Captain Carbon de Castelgelou.
Quickly the heart moves. But my poor child.
Monsieur de Bergerac, the cakes are gone.
Then read the verses written on the bags. Not my poor child, you who are love burning words and flashing wit. What if he is unlearned, uncultivated, and unpolished? What if he should be a dolt?
Impossible. He wears his hair like one of Durf's heroes.
His speech may lack brilliance of his hair.
I know his words will shine and sing.
What if he has no words? What if he's dull?
Then I should die.
And you have brought me here to tell me this. It makes but little sense.
Yesterday, with a sudden shock, I learned that all the members of your company are Gascons.
And we quarrel with recruits who, through some favor, get into the ranks of us pure Gascons without being such.
You can imagine how I fear for him.
And with good reason.
Then I thought how strong and fine you were, brave and invincible, whipping that lording, beating off those brutes. I hoped if you, whom all men fear.
Enough! I will protect your little baron.
You will? You promise you'll do this for me? I've always felt a tenderness for you.
I know.
Then you'll be his friend?
Of course.
And never let him fight a duel.
I swear.
I love you ardently, but I must go. Oh, you forgot to tell me about the clash with all those men. It must have been a sight. Tell him to write at once. You're sweet.
I will.
100 men against you. So farewell. We're good friends, are we not?
Of course. Of course.
Tell him to write. 100 men. Be sure to tell me all about it later. Now I cannot wait. 100 men. How great to show such courage.
I have shown more since.
May we come back?
Yes.
Look, there he is.
Hello, hello.
Our hero. Yes, we know it all. 30 of my cadets are waiting here.
But
come along. They wish to honor you.
No, thanks.
They're toasting you across the way.
I can't.
Our heroes declined to move.
We'll see to that.
I thought so. Here they come.
Gentlemen, are you all from Gascony?
Oh, everyone! Bravo!
Baron?
Bravo.
Baron?
I greet you.
Baron.
Viva!
Let us all embrace him.
Baron, please.
And you are also barons, gentlemen.
All, everyone. Our crests and shields piled up would make a formidable tower.
They're looking for you everywhere. The mob that followed you last night is on your trail.
No, you did not tell them where I could be found.
Indeed, I did.
Monsieur, the whole Marais is on its way here.
And Roxanne?
Be still.
Cyrano! Cyrano! Cyrano!
They storm into my shop. They break my chairs. They ruin everything. It is wonderful.
My friend! My friend! My friend!
So many friends, so many more than I had yesterday.
What a success!
If thou, dear friend.
If thou, how did we ever get so intimate?
I wish you to introduce to some ladies waiting outside in the carriage.
Yes, and who will introduce you first to me?
What's wrong?
Nothing, keep quiet.
May I have the details about
Yes, about the yes.
Was that Renaudot, editor of the Gazette?
Who cares?
Sir,
What? Another?
I intend to make an anagram upon your name.
Enough!
Who wishes me to taste his admiration for the feat which has made such a stir?
Bravo! Bravo!
The marshal is a connoisseur of feats.
At first, he doubted, but these gentlemen swore that they witnessed it. With your own eyes?
Hurt.
You act as though something had hurt you.
And let the whole world know it. You shall see.
Your life seems to be full of mighty deeds. You serve with these mad Gascons, do you not?
With the cadets.
That's right. He serves with us.
Can it be that these haughty gentlemen are those intrepid warriors?
Cyrano,
Yes, Captain?
now that the company seems to be complete, I'd like to present it to the Count.
These are the cadets of Gascony, of Carbon de Casteljaloux, fighting and lying shamelessly. They are the cadets of Gascony. They brag of arms and heraldry. Their wrath is red, their blood is blue. These are the cadets of Gascony, of Carbon de Casteljaloux. They have storks, legs, and eyes as free as eagles they go storming through. A crowd with wolf-like savagery. They have storks, legs, and eyes too free. They wear their hats haphazardly. In spite of plumes, the holes show through. They have storks, legs, and eyes as free as eagles they go storming through. Bash your head and smash your knee are nicknames they've made come true. Their souls are drunk with ribaldry. Bash your head and smash your knee wherever a quarrel starts, you'll see. They will be there and stay there too. Bash your head and smash your knee are nicknames they've made come true. Ho, you cadets of Gascony, all husbands are fair game to you. No woman is no divinity. To you, cadets of Gascony, others may weep and you shout with glee. Sing tir-a-diddle and cry cuckoo. Ho, you cadets of Gascony, all husbands are fair game to you.
These days, a poet is a luxury. Nevertheless, would you belong to me?
No, thank you. Not to anyone.
Last night, your rhymes amused my Uncle Richelieu. I might be of some help to you with him.
Good Lord.
They tell me you have done 5 acts in rhyme.
You'll get your Agrippina played.
Oh, show it to him.
Well, really?
He is keen, an expert critic. He'll correct the flaws.
Impossible! My blood would turn to ice before I'd take a single comma out.
Then on the other hand, when he is pleased, he will pay high for verse.
Less high than I. For when I make a stanza that I like, I pay for it by singing it myself.
You're very proud.
Oh, you've noticed it.
Cyrano, look. Here is some feathered game. We caught it on the quay this morning, see? It is the plumage of the fugitives.
The fruits of victory.
Whoever paid that ragged mob must hate himself today.
What scoundrel could have done it?
It was I. I hired them to chastise a rowdy fool, a drunken rhymester, the kind of task one does not do oneself.
What's to be done with these ripe birds? They make a greasy stew.
Perhaps, De Guiche, you will return these to your friends.
Order my porters and my chair at once. And you, sir.
Porters for the Count de Guiche.
Have you read Don Quixote?
Yes, I take my hat off to that noble, cracked-brained knight.
You might reread the chapter.
The Count's chair.
About the windmills.
The 13th chapter?
For when one tilts at windmills, you should know.
I fight those who turn with every breeze.
That windmills have long arms, arms that can land you in the mud.
Or lift you up to the stars. Gentlemen.
Oh, what a mess!
Go on and grumble.
Leastways, you'll admit ruining every chance that comes along becomes excessive and exaggerated.
Perhaps I do exaggerate a little.
You see?
But for the sake of principle, and also in practice, I have often found exaggeration works extremely well.
If you would ease that stubborn soul of yours, if now and then you would forget you were a musketeer, fortune and fame might come.
What would you have me do? Look for a patron? Seek some protector and like clinging ivy crawl round the lordly trunk that holds it up, climbing by trickery instead of strength? No, thank you. Imitate what others do and dedicate my words to men of wealth? Become a sedulous ape, a fool who waits for some official's patronizing smile? No, thank you. Breakfast every day on toads, climb endless stairs, wear out my knees, and back with bows and bending like an acrobat? No, thank you. With one hand, guard the poor hare, with the other, goad the yelping hounds, burn incense for some idol of the hour? No, thank you. Push and pull the proper strings, become a great man of little cult, trim my frail bark with madrigals for oars, and aging ladies sigh to fill my sails? No, thank you. Pay some publisher to print my verse and bribe some critic to review it? No, thank you. Get myself elected pope in wine shop sessions held by imbeciles? No, thank you. Get a reputation for a single sonnet, flawless in technique instead of fashioning 100 others? No, thank you. Should I be afraid of hacks and truckle to the worst incompetence? Say to myself, someday, some chance may let my name appear in the Merc Francois? No, thank you. Should I calculate and scheme, plot and grow pale, make calls instead of rhymes, meet the right people, sign the right appeals? No, thank you. Thank you kindly. No, no, no. But I prefer to sing, to dream, to play, to travel light, to be at liberty, to look straight, to talk loud and fearlessly, to cock my hat at any angle, to fight for a quick yes, quick no, or coin a phrase, to work without the thought of a reward, start on that long planned voyage to the moon, never to write a line that does not ring with truth, which has its wellspring in the heart, to be content to say, my garden's small, my fruits and flowers are few, but they are mine. Then if success should chance to come my way, no tribute need be paid to Caesar. None. Whatever fortune or misfortune comes is mine, and only mine. In short, though I am no huge elm or oak tree, yet I scorn to be the parasitic ivy. I will climb slowly, uncertainly, and so perhaps to no great height, but I will climb alone.
Alone, so be it, but not pledged to turn against the world. Where did you ever get this mania for making enemies?
Seeing you make friendships easily with people you flatter and despise. I force myself to make a few faint friends, but I am overjoyed when I can say, I made another enemy today.
This is sheer lunacy.
And my pet vice. Being unpleasant gives me curious pleasure. The pulse pounds with excitement when you march beneath a battery of hostile eyes, when you wear your doublet with a prouder air, when it is stained with someone's envious gall. Those softening friendships, comforting and warm, are like the high Italian collars, lace which decorates the neck and weakens it. For though you feel at ease, there's no support. The neck bends left and right, and the head's turned. Whereas for me, hate is a stiffening ruff. Its rigid starch holds the neck proudly high, and each new enemy is another pleat. Hatred's a Spanish collar, hard and tight. It frames you like a vice or like a halo.
Go on, be bitter. Face the world with scorn, but tell me, secretly she loves you not?
Be still, I tell you.
Hey there, Cyrano. Let's have the story.
In a little while.
The story of the fight. That will teach this timid young recruit a thing or two.
Timid recruit?
Yes, weakling from the truth.
Weakling?
From the north.
Monsieur de Neuvillette, know this, there is one subject that is never mentioned. It is like saying rope in the same house in which someone was hanged.
And what is that?
Look at me. Now do you understand?
You mean his... No.
Hush! That word is never spoken, unless you want to settle things with him.
Killed 2 hulking men because they snuffled and angered him by talking through their noses.
One reference to that fatal cartilage, you'll die before your time.
Just say one word. Did I say word? A single careless look. If you take out your handkerchief, you might as well take out your burial cloth.
Captain.
Monsieur.
What can one do when Southerners grow boastful?
Show them that though a man comes from the north, courage comes with him.
Thank you.
Now, for the story.
The story!
The story.
My story. Well, I went alone to meet them. In the sky, the moon shone like the great white watch. Then suddenly the heavenly watchmaker began to draw a wad of cotton clouds about the face of this bright timepiece, and the night became the darkest night the world had known. The quays were evil holes of blackness. You could see no further than
your nose.
Who is that man?
A raw recruit who came to us this morning.
This morning?
Baron Christian de Neuville.
Yeah, very well. As I was saying, God! Well, as I said, the night was dark. I walked, thinking that for a shabby ne'er-do-well, I would offend some prince, some mighty lord who might well have me taken
by the nose.
Taken into custody, pull out my teeth. In short, it was perhaps unwise to poke
your nose,
my fingers in the crack between the bark and the tree trunk. This person might rap me upon
your nose,
upon my knuckles. But I said, duty calls. Gascon, march on. Go forward, Cyrano. When, from the dark, I felt a blow
on your nose.
I sprang and swiftly parried it. I found myself
nose to nose.
Almighty God in heaven! I felt myself pitted against 100 cutthroats who stank.
To make you hold your nose.
Stank of onions and sour wine. I rushed head down.
Nosing the scent.
Head down, and I charged. I ran through two. I riposted one and gored another. Then someone counted path, and I went out! Out! Heaven help you out, the lot of you!
At last the tiger's roused.
I warn you, out! And
poor chap.
And along with me.
Ground to minced meat.
It's meat.
Yes, in one of your meat pies.
I'm turning pale and limp as any napkin.
Let us go. Let us go.
He'll carve him into tidbits.
I'm afraid to think what will happen.
Will be something too terrible to think about.
Out! 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 Embrace me.
Sir?
You're brave.
Oh, but...
Yes, brave. I like you.
But I feel...
I say embrace me. I am her brother.
Whose?
Why, hers, of course.
What?
Yes, Roxanne's.
Heavens! You are her brother?
Well, almost. I'm her brotherly cousin.
And she's told you...
Oh.
And she loves me?
Well, perhaps. Well, probably.
You'll never know how much your friendship means to me!
Isn't this friendship a trifle sudden?
All right, forgive me.
True enough. The rogue is handsome.
I wish I could express my admiration.
But all those noses.
Let me take them back.
Roxanne expects a letter.
Then I'm lost.
And why?
Because, look, and I could kill myself for shame. I'm a fool. I'm a stupid fool.
No man's a fool who calls himself a fool. And your attack on me was scarcely stupid.
Oh, that was... Words always fly when one attacks. I have a soldier's glib supply of speech, but women, they tie my tongue. They strike me dumb. Their eyes are full of kindness when I pass.
And hearts are even kinder when you stop?
No, they're not. For I'm one of those who cannot talk of love. I tremble and I feel words refuse to come.
Whereas I think Ed Nation only shaped me differently. I could have talked of love and talked and talked.
To express one's love with wit and grace.
To be a musketeer with a smooth face.
So Roxanne's an intellectual. I know she would see through me at once.
Oh, if I had such an interpreter who could translate the language of my heart.
You must have words, beautiful words.
And have them. Yes, I'll lend them to you. You shall lend your looks, your winning features, and all-conquering charm, and we will make, between the two of us, one paragon, one hero of romance.
Very beginning.
What do you mean?
Would it be hard to learn the things I teach you day by day?
What?
Your Roxanne shall not be disillusioned if you will let my soul speak through your lips. Together we shall woo and win her too.
But Cyrano, do you propose?
Are you afraid?
I am. You frighten me.
Alone, you fear to make her heart turn cold. If you will put my phrases on your tongue, you'll see how soon we set her heart on fire.
Your eyes are burning.
Well, what do you say?
And would it give you so much pleasure?
Yes. Yes, it might be amusing. It would be the very sort of thing to tempt a poet. I'll be other self and you'll be mine. We will complete each other. You'll go on to certain victory and I will be the shadow at your side. You'll represent my absent beauty and I'll be your wits.
What?
Wait. That letter I'm supposed to write, I could never achieve it.
Here's your letter. Everything is in there except the signature.
I can't.
You can. You must be reassured. It's a good letter.
But you had it ready?
We poets always have a stock on hand of odes and tender tributes to some fair imagined glories. A fond fantasy of dream blown in the bubble of a name. Exchange that bubble for truth. Turn the vague fiction into breathless fact, and all my fancies flitting aimlessly will come to earth and perch about her heart. My letter is an artist's tour de force, most eloquent where it is least sincere. Take it and let me hear no more about it.
How many of these words have to be changed? I mean, written haphazard, will it fit Roxanne?
Take my word, it will fit her like a glove. Love or self-love is so credulous. Roxanne will be convinced she is inspired, each breathing brilliant word.
My friend, my friend.
The sound, the solid silence of the grave. I'm afraid to look. What's this?
Really? This is too much. But now we shall see.
And has our sinner turned into a saint? When he is badly smitten on one nostril, does he present the other?
Well, it seems safe to speak about his nose. Here, Lice, watch this. Now, this is most surprising. What a stench! Surely you must have noticed how it smells of what it is?
A bursting bag of wind!
Act 3, Paris, France. Roxanne's kiss.
And then she vanished with the musketeer, alone and ruined. What was I to do? Well, so I hanged myself. I breathed my last when Monsieur de Bergerac came in, cutting me down. He offered me the post of steward to his cousin. Here I am.
But how did all this ruin come about?
This adores all soldiers. I love poets. The cakes Apollo left were seized by Mars. You can see how the story had to end.
Roxanne, they're waiting. Are you coming soon?
I'm putting on my cloak.
They've gathered there at Clemier's house, a salon for the wits. This afternoon, a paper will be read upon the tender passion.
The tender passion?
Ah, yes. Roxanne, you need to come down at once, or we shall miss the lovely discourse on the tender passion.
I'm coming now.
La 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 la.
Is it a serenade?
I tell you, it's a demi-semi-quaver, you
Long
demi-semi
background.
fool.
You know a demi-semi-quaver, sir.
Of course, like all the pupils of Gassendi, I am
Which one is it?
a paired musician.
They all look alike. Is it like the dark blue with the purple lines?
I'll take the melody. La,
Like the one she has?
la, la, la,
That one?
Oh, it is you.
I come to serenade your limbs and salute your roses.
Your mic. Is your mic still on?
Where did you find this master virtuosi?
I won them from De Soucy. We discussed a point in grammar. Yes and no, it raged when suddenly I saw these raw-boned cocks scraping away. He takes them always with him. I said, let's bet a day of music. Done, said he, and lost. So till the sun rolls round, I have these lutenists tied to my heels, melodious witnesses of all I do. At first, it was a delight, then less so.
I got it.
Bores me. Leave me, run away, play a depressed pavane for Montfleury. I come, as I do every night, to ask Roxanne, play a long time and out of tune. Go! To ask if he, her heart's soul and if her soul and heart's elected is still perfection, faultless as he is fair.
Yes. How wonderful, how full of wit, and how I love him.
Christian then is witty?
Oh, yes, dear cousin, even wittier than you.
Makes me happy to admit it.
No one alive can say such pretty things so dexterously, so delicately as he. Sometimes perhaps his muse is at a loss. His fancy falters, and then suddenly he utters phrases, very winged words, those little nothings which mean everything.
Indeed.
Cousin, I do not like your tone. It's sharp and skeptical, just like a man. Because a person has a handsome face, you say or you imply he is a fool.
And so he talks with skill and subtlety?
Talks. He does more than merely talk. He teaches.
And does he write?
Still better. Listen to this. The more you take away my heart, the more you leave to me. What do you think of that?
Pooh.
And he writes in verse as well as prose. Since hearts were made to join and not to part, if you steal mine, send me your own, dear heart.
At first he has too much, then not enough. Just how much heart will keep him satisfied?
Your teasing is too rough. Your jealousy.
My what?
You're jealous of another poet, one who can write with piercing tenderness. Believe me, my poor heart has but one cry, one note of longing that can never die. And if my silent kisses could be penned, you'd read my letter with your lips, sweet friend.
Good, very good. Those lines are, well, they sound terribly affected.
Indeed. And this.
You quote his letters? Know them all by heart?
Every last one.
That's surely flattering.
He's a master.
Oh, a master.
Yes.
So be it. He's a master.
Monsieur de Guiche, he should not find you here. Go in. He might suspect, might even guess.
My secret. He's powerful. He thinks he's in love with me, and if he knew my heart, he'd have us all in ruin.
Well,
I was just going out.
I came to say farewell
Where are you going?
to the war.
Oh,
Yes, tonight.
oh,
Orders have arrived. We will lay siege to Arras.
oh, a siege.
You take my going rather coolly.
Oh,
This grieves me. Shall we ever meet again? And when? And you know, I have been made commander of the entire camp?
bravo.
The regiment of the guards.
The guards.
The one in which your cousin, that loud boaster, serves. I shall revenge myself on him there.
The guards are going.
It's my regiment.
Christian.
Is anything the matter?
Yes, this departure strikes me to the heart to know that he, the one I care for most, is on his way to war.
Oh, for the first time, and on the very day of my departure, you have a kind and tender word for me.
Would you revenge yourself upon my cousin?
But you are on his side.
Oh, on the contrary, I'm against him.
Yet you see him.
Seldom.
One meets him everywhere, in company with one of the cadets, with what's his name? Nevière.
Woman?
Blonde.
Red-headed.
Rather handsome.
Oh, pooh.
And dumb.
He looks it. But regarding Cyrano, you think perhaps the way to punish him is to expose him, place him in the thick of battle? That's the very thing he'd love. I know a better way to break his pride.
And that is?
When the regiment departs, leave him and his cadets, his boon companions, right here in Paris. Here with folded arms, make them sit out the war and let him rage.
Oh, woman. No one but a woman could dream of such a sly and subtle trick.
He'll eat his heart out, and his angry friends will gnaw their nails of being left behind. They'll cry and curse, and you will be avenged.
You love me then? A little? Can I hope that being on my side's a sign of love?
It is a sign.
Well, here are the marching orders. They will be sent to all the troops except this one for the cadets. This one I'll keep. So much for Cyrano's great lust for battle. And it is you who outwit people. You!
Sometime.
You drive me mad. Listen, tonight I should be going with the troops. But how, feeling that you are kind, can I depart? Listen, not far off, in the Rue d'Orléans, there's a convent of the Capuchins. A layman dare not enter, but I know the fathers. Things can be arranged. Their sleeves are wide, and I could hide in them. They wait upon my Uncle Richelieu as household priests who tend his private chapel. Fearing the uncle, they'll protect the nephew. Others will think I'm gone. I will come masked. Give me one day, dear lady of caprice.
But should it come to light, your glory,
Ha!
and there's the siege of Arras.
Let it wait. It will be none the worse. But let me stay.
Alas, I should forbid it.
No.
No, you must go. Antoine stays here, I know that you will be a shining hero, Antoine.
You pronounce the name and make it new. You like it then?
It makes me tremble.
Good. Now I can go. Are you content?
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, my friend.
Ah, yes, my friend.
Don't breathe a word to Cyrano. He'd never pardon me for robbing him of his beloved war. Cousin, we're going over to Clomiers. Alcandre is to speak, and Simon.
My little finger says we shall not hear them.
Oh, never miss those educated monkeys.
Look, there's a linen cloth around the knocker. And so, noisy one, they've gagged your brassy tongue, lest you compete with larger orators.
Let us go in. Christian comes today, as I feel sure he will. Ask him to stay.
And what, according to your other talks, will be the subject of your conversation?
I'll ask about...
About
You'll keep it quiet?
quieter than a wall.
Well, about nothing. I'll merely say, begin. Let yourself go. Talk about love. Be brilliant. Improvise.
Good.
Remember, not a word.
1,000 thanks.
He must not be prepared.
Certainly not. Christian! Christian, come here! I found out all we need to know. Prepare your choicest thoughts. There is little time to lose. Don't look so woebegone. This is your chance for victory. Come to your house with me, and I will teach you.
Oh.
What's that?
I'll wait for Roxanne here.
Well, what's happened to you? Come, you must learn quickly.
No, I've learned enough. I'm tired of borrowed words and fancy phrases, of acting out a part, with trembling with fear. At first it was a novelty, but now I know she loves me. I'm not afraid. I can speak up for myself.
You will.
I will. Oh, what makes you think I don't know how to talk? Am I so stupid? Well, then you shall see. I mean, it's true, my friend. I've learned a lot from you, but instinct tells a man what he should say and how to take a woman in his arms. It's Roxanne. Oh, Cyrano, don't leave me now.
Now is the time, my friend. Speak for yourself.
Parthenoid, Alcandre, Grimoire. Remedon, farewell. Oh, it is you. The night is falling. Wait. They have all gone. The air is sweet. No one comes by. Sit here. Speak to me. I'm listening.
I love you.
Speak to me of love.
I love thee.
That is the theme. Go on. Embellish it.
I love
Embellish it.
love you so much.
Obviously. And then. And then.
And then I would be happy if you loved me. Roxanne, say that you love me too.
You give me gruel, I expected sweets. Explain the way you love.
Why, very much.
Isn't wine your knotted sentiment?
Your neck. I long to kiss it.
Christian!
I love thee.
What, again?
I love thee not.
That's promising.
For I adore thee.
Oh,
I am growing dull.
and that distresses me as much as though you had grown old and ugly.
But
find your banished eloquence.
But I
know you love me, so farewell.
no, not yet. I tell you.
You adore me. Yes, I know. Goodbye, and go away.
But
Bravo! Was a great success.
Me.
Not I.
But I shall die unless I win her favor, and immediately.
And how the devil can I help you, tell you what to do immediately?
Shh. There she is.
A window.
Oh, I shall die.
Lower your voice.
I shall die.
The night is dark.
What then?
Something may still be salvaged, though you don't deserve it. Stand there, poor fool, facing the balcony, and I'll stay beneath, prompting the words for you.
What?
Hold your tongue.
Hello there.
Stop that noise.
We've played the sad pavane from Montferry.
Then lie in wait and watch. One at this corner, one at that. If someone passes by, strike up a tune.
What sort of tune, oh pupil of Gassendi?
Gay for a woman, gloomy for a man.
Roxanne!
Call her. Wait till she answers this.
Roxanne!
Who calls me?
I!
And who is I?
Christian!
Ah, you.
I want to speak with you.
That's good. Keep your voice low.
No, I have heard enough. Your speech is stupid. Go away.
Forgive. Just forgive me.
No longer do you love me.
What a charge. No longer love you when, by all the gods, I love you more and more.
A trifle better.
Yes, more and more. Love grows rocked in my heart, which cruelly, the little wanton babe takes me for his cradle.
Better still. But if this love is cruel, why not stifle it before it leaves the cradle?
I have tried. But, madame, all in vain. This infant is a newborn Hercules.
Oh, you improved.
So that he strangled with his little fists that pair of deadly serpents, pride and doubt.
Huh. That is good. But why so hesitant? You stumble. Has your active mind gone lame?
Wait, this becomes too difficult.
Tonight's words are halting. Why is that?
Because The time is night. Groping around in branches, they must move slowly till they find your ear.
But mine has no such trouble.
This is why. Yours find their way into my heart at once. My heart is large, your ears are very small. Besides, your words descend, while mine must climb. Descent is swift, but to surmount takes time.
Yet in the last few moments, they have learned to make their trip more quickly.
Exercise strengthens their wings, and now they know the way.
And am I speaking from so great a height?
So great that you would kill me instantly if one hard word were dropped upon my heart.
Now I'm coming down.
No.
Then climb. Mount by the stone bench. There. Come quickly.
No.
Why not?
Let me enjoy this precious mood of magic. Let us speak unfettered and unseen.
But why unseen?
It's witchery. Everything is half hidden, half revealed. You sense the blackness of a trailing cloak. I feel the whiteness of a summer gown. I am in shadow. You gleam of a light. That is what these mad moments mean to me. If I were ever eloquent.
You are.
But never have the words run from my heart with such real passion.
Why?
Because till now I spoke uncertainly. A dizzy haze clouded my vision, but tonight it seems I speak for the first time of love to you.
It's true. Your voice sounds different tonight.
Yes, it is different. In the sheltering dark, I dare to be myself at last. I dare. Where was I? What have I said? I could not guess. This force so fascinating and so new.
So new.
So new to be sincere. So new not to give way to fear of being mocked.
For what?
For my absurd and reckless dreams, my heart puts on a masquerade of wit. I aim to bring a star down from the sky and stoop in shame to pluck a common flower.
A common flower has charm.
But not tonight. Tonight I want the star.
Before tonight, you never spoke with such free eloquence.
Tonight, I scorn to use love's rhetoric, its quivers, arrows, torches, amorous darts. I need a language that is fresh and pure. Instead of sipping little thimblefuls of sugared water, I would slake my thirst at the wide river when it is in flood.
Oh, but your wit.
It is a mere technique. I used it to attract you, but tonight, here in this artless world, this perfumed hour, wit has no place. The glittering words that garnish letters trimmed with hearts and flowers would be an insult. With a single star, heaven rebukes all frantic artifice. I fear that in our skillful alchemy, true sentiment may be too subtilized and vanish in a smoke, and we will have for our poor souls refined finality, only the last refinement of the fine.
But wit
is hateful when it plays with love. It turns frank passion into foolish fencing. Besides, the moment comes, and pity those for whom it never comes. When love resents, clever reposts a nimble repartee instead of what is deeply felt and nobly told.
And if that moment has arrived, is here for both of us, what words would you employ?
All words. All thoughts, all natural flowers of speech. I'd throw them all together as they come, not in a carefully arranged bouquet. I love you and I suffocate with love. I love you. I am mad. It is too much. Your name is like a bell hung in my heart, and every time I think of you, Roxanne, I tremble, and the swinging bell rings out. Nothing about you is forgot, for I love every little memory of you. One day last year, it was the 12th of May. You changed the way you wore your hair. Your hair was like the radiant light of day to me, and I like one who dared to look upon the midday sun. So after you passed by, all things my eyes could see were washed with gold.
Yes, this is love.
And nothing else but love. Jealous and terrible and sad, and yet not selfish. I would sacrifice my happiness for yours without a twinge, though you should never know about the gift. If I might hear, far off as in a dream, a little of the laughter I had brought. Each look from you lifts and ennobles me, a virtue I had never felt before. Now do you begin to understand? Now do you feel my soul climb through the dark? Truly, It is too beautiful, too rare, this hour, this desperate avowal, and you listening in the night. It is too much. Even in my proudest, most inopportune dreams, I never hoped for this. Nothing is left but to die now. Die at the topmost peak. Have words of mine the power to make you tremble? For you are trembling in the blue branches, a trembling leaf among the shaken leaves. I feel the tender quivering of your hand descend upon the pulsing jasmine vine.
Yes, I'm trembling. I'm weeping too. And I'm yours. I love you utterly. Drunk, madly drunk with love.
Then let death come, for it is I who brought about this madness. I ask for nothing. Yes, for one thing more.
A kiss.
What?
Go!
You asked for it?
Yes, I asked.
You go too fast. No, there's no time to stop. Take advantage of the tender mood.
I asked. It's true. I asked, but now I know my brusque demand was too presumptuous.
Don't insist upon it now.
Well, I insist without insisting. Yes, I know your maidenly reserve is shocked, and so this kiss, well, grant it not.
Why not?
Silent, Christian, hush.
What did you say?
I hushed myself. For having gone too far, I said, be silent, Christian. Wait, I hear someone approaching. And yet a woman. Ah, a monk. Well, whom do you seek, O new Diogenes?
I'm looking for the house.
Rid of him. He's in the way.
Of Madeleine Robon.
What does he want?
That way. Keep to the right, then straight ahead.
Ah, tonight I'll tell, and thanks, my rosary for you to the last beat.
And good luck to you, and blessings upon your cowl.
Get me that kiss.
No!
But now or later.
It must occur, the agony of delight when your true trembling mouths are bound to meet because of your mustache and her red lips. I'd like it better if it were because...
Are you still there? You spoke about
A kiss. The word is sweet. Why should your lips fear to pronounce it? If it burns them now, what will it do when words turn into deeds? Do not be frightened. Even now I felt how you stopped teasing and passed fearlessly from smiles to sighs, and then from sighs to tears. Oh, pass once more slowly, unconsciously from tear to kiss is but a quick heart's beat.
Hush.
A kiss, when all is said, is what? A compact sealed, a promise carried out, an oath accomplished, and a vow confirmed, the rosy dot upon the I in loving, a secret for no ear but for the lips, the velvet humming of an amorous bee, the endless moment of infinity, the heart's communion cup that tastes of flowers, the breathing in a little of the soul when the pure spirit rises to the lips.
Oh, hush.
A kiss has such nobility that even the Queen of France, the Queen herself, bestowed a kiss on her favored lord.
And
so, like Buckingham, the Lord, I have suffered and been still. Like him, I love my queen unswervingly. Like him, I am faithful and sad.
And like him, you're fair. Yes, handsomer than Buckingham.
Alas, I've forgotten just how fair I was.
Then climb and take this bud that blooms for you.
Climb up.
This cup that tastes of flowers.
Climb.
This velvet humming of a bee.
Climb.
I'm afraid. Is this the proper time?
This moment of infinity.
You fool! Climb at once! Climb!
Roxanne. Oh, my Roxanne.
There's a strange hunger gnawing at my heart. This lingering kiss, this sumptuous feast of love where I am Lazarus. Yet in the dark, there falls a crumb or two to comfort me. For on another's lips I feel her kiss, kissing the passionate words I spoke, my words. Sad tune, the gay air. Oh, once more the monk. Hello!
Who is it?
Hello!
Who is it?
It is I. I came this way. Is Christian still about?
Cyrano?
Good evening, cousin.
Truly, a good evening.
I'm coming down.
He again.
It's here. I'm sure Madeleine Robin is here.
I thought you said Roland.
Oh, I said Robin. B-I-N, Bon.
What is it?
I have a letter.
What?
It must be something spiritual. Some holy message sent by a great lord.
From the niche.
He dares.
Not for long. I love you. He has ceased to trouble me. Mademoiselle, the drummers beat their drums. My men are putting on their uniforms. They think that I have gone, but I'm here at the convent. Having disobeyed you, I plan to visit you and send you word by one, a poor lamb of a monk, who knows nothing of this. Your lips smiled tenderly, your eyes looked kind. I cannot go until I see them once again familiarly. Therefore, dismiss your servants, be alone, and graciously receive a suitor who, though too audacious as he dares to hope, already pardoned, one who signs himself, etc., etc. Listen! This is the way the letter reads. Mademoiselle, the cardinal's desire must be obeyed, however difficult. Therefore, I send these lines by a discreet, most reverend, and holy Capuchin. It is our wish, our will, that you permit this friar to perform the ceremony of marriage in your home this night at once, secretly. Then you must become the bride of Christian, who is being sent to you. I know you would not choose him. Be resigned. Heaven will recompense you. Be assured once more of the respect of one who is and will be ever yours, etc.
The noble lord. I said so, did I not? I knew it had to do with something sacred.
How do you like my way of reading letters? But this is terrible.
You are the man?
No, it is I.
Oh, look! Here's a postscript. Be sure to give the worthy Capuchin 120 pistols for the convent.
The noble lord. So be resigned.
I am resigned. The Guiche will soon be here. Keep him engaged somehow. Don't let him in until...
I understand. How long to tie this nuptial knot? Quarter hour? Go in. How long? Quarter hour?
Quarter of an hour.
Go in. I will wait here. How to detain De Guiche for 15 minutes. Let us climb. I think I have a plan. Hmm. Ah, it is a man. Ah, this time a man indeed. Up high, but not too high. Alas, I must disturb this so serene, salubrious atmosphere.
What can that idiot Capuchin have done?
Careful, he must not recognize my voice. I will assume the native Gascon tone.
This must be it. Oh, I cannot see too well. This mask annoys me. Still, this is the house. Oh, what's that? Who's this? What's this? Where did this man come from?
The moon!
Moon? But he's lost his mind. Nevertheless.
What time is it? What time, what day, what country? Where am I?
But sir.
I'm confused.
But sir.
I fell straight from the moon like a great bomb.
Oh, come.
I tell you, from the moon.
Good. You fell out of the moon.
It was not metaphorical, that fall.
The man is raving mad, but
100 years or more, or one swift moment, I have no idea. How long was it? I have lost track of time since I explored that saffron-colored globe.
Oh, I don't know. Let me pass.
Where am I? Oh, be frank with me. Hide nothing. In what what spot have I fallen from the sky?
Good God.
I could not choose my landing place. The fall was much too fast. So tell me now. Well, where my disbalanced weight had hurtled me. Is this some other moon? Another world?
I tell you, sir, I must be.
God, I'm in a savage country where men have blank faces.
What?
Perhaps am I in darkest Africa? Are you the native?
What?
I must be in Venice.
Oh, this mask.
It's definitely Venice.
Well, a lady waits.
Ah, then I am in Paris.
The fellow is amusing.
Ah, you laugh.
I laugh, but want to pass.
So I have fallen right into Paris. You must pardon me, I came by the last cloud burst. There's ether all over me. My eyes are full of stardust. There's fur on some strange planet on my spurs. And look, here on my calf, a comet's hair.
Oh, enough.
Ah, and here, deep in my calf, there is a tooth from the great bear, trying to miss a prong of Neptune's tridents. I sat down deep in the scales, which registered my weight. In heaven forever, should you press on my nose, milk would spurt out.
Milk?
From the Milky Way.
By hell itself.
No, by heaven I came. You would never believe the things I saw. You'd never guess that Sirius wears a nightcap. The little bear is still too small to bite. As I went through the lyre, I snapped a string. I'm going to write a book about it all. And every little golden star I caught at great risk on my scorching cloak shall serve as an asterisk.
No more of this. I wish.
I know what you are driving at. You'd like to learn the way the moon is made and what sort of creatures live in it.
No. I want
to know how I achieved the perilous voyage here. I used a means entirely my own.
The man is mad.
I did not use the stupid eagle of Regiomontanus or that other bird, the dove of Archaeates.
Lunatic, but still a learned one.
I did not do anything which a man has done before. I've discovered 6 means 6 ways to violate the virgin air.
6, did you say?
First, I anoint my body stark naked with the heaven's morning tears, captured in crystal vials, and then I lie stretched out in light, and let the sun's full blaze draw me into heaven as it draws the dew.
Yes, that is one.
Then there's the second way. I can condense a powerful rush of wind by rarefying air within a chest using 20-sided burning glass.
Oh, well, that's 2.
Or, since I have some manual skill, make a mechanical grasshopper. I feed his springs of steel with gunpowder, and with successive blasts of fire, I mount into the upper pasture of the star.
3.
And since smoke is bound to rise, I blow enough into a globe to carry me high up above the world.
And that makes 4.
Diana, goddess of the moon, draws a long bow. But when her bow is slender, she sucks out marrow from oxen, so I smear myself with it and wait to be sucked skyward.
5.
Lastly, I sit upon an iron plate and fling a magnet high into the air. The iron flies to join the magnet, and so I throw the magnet further off, and so I can ascend this way indefinitely.
6 good ways. And which one did you choose?
A 7th.
7th? 7th method? What was that?
You'd never guess.
The rascal interests me. Well?
Did you guess it?
No.
The tides. When the full moon tugged at the sea, I soaked myself and waited on the sand, dripping with brine, especially in my hair, for hair retains the water in its mesh. Then the moon pulled. I rose straight up, swift as an angel, gently without strain. Then I felt a shock, and then...
And then?
And then... The quarter hour has passed, a marriage has been made, and you are free.
What is this? Can I be drunk? I know that voice. Oh, I know that nose, too. Cyrano.
The same. This is the moment. They've exchanged the rings.
Who? Oh, good Lord. You and he. Oh, a clever trick. My compliments, O maestro of machines. Your story would have held at Peter's gate a famished saint hungry for paradise. Do not forget the details. They would make a lively book.
Thank you. I hope to follow it.
My son, a charming couple, thanks to you.
Indeed. Madame, be good enough to say farewell to your husband.
What?
The troops are on their way. Join them.
To go to war?
Of course.
But the cadets, they're not going.
They will go. Here's the order. Take it, Baron. Deliver it at once.
Christian! Christian!
It seems the nuptial night must be postponed.
He thinks this news will cut me to the quick.
Your lips again, once more.
Come, enough.
How hard it is to leave, you'll never know.
I know. Come.
The regiment is leaving.
I trust him to you. Promise me his life will never be in danger.
I shall try, but I can scarcely promise.
Promise me he will be careful.
I shall do my best, but...
He must not be cold during the siege.
I will do my utmost, but...
You will see that he's faithful.
Oh, of course, but still...
And see that he writes often.
That, I promise.
Hello, everyone. We will take a 5-minute intermission, so please take this opportunity to stand up, stretch your legs, refill your drinks and snacks. While the other actors are getting ready for the second half of the show, I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about our theater crew, Cliquant Bosom Friends. It was established as a means for all levels of actors to come together during this pandemic and present classical works theater in a safe and socially distanced environment. This Zoom event theater was modeled after the group The Show Must Go On line, which has presented the entirety of Shakespeare's play at a rate of 1 a week over a 7-month period. Their productions are all available to watch free of charge on YouTube. Using this model, we at Clinquant Bosom Friends are presenting this play to you after merely 4 rehearsals. Part of the charm of this theater model is the slapdash, devil-may-care attitude towards production that fits so well with the panache of Cyrano de Bergerac. And now, for a little Cyrano trivia. Cyrano de Bergerac's novel, The Other World, Comical History of the States and Empires of the Moon, is considered a classic of early modern science fiction. In the book, Cyrano attempts to reach the moon to prove there is a civilization that sees Earth as its own moon. Actually, that sounds pretty interesting. Cyrano character travels to the moon using rockets powered by firecrackers. This may be the earliest description of spaceflight by a vessel on the moon. Cyrano meets the inhabitants, who have musical voices, firearms that shoot game and cook it, and talking earrings used to educate children. The author's mixture of science and romance furnished a model for many subsequent writers, among them Jonathan Swift, Edgar Allan Poe, and probably Voltaire. Cornell and Molière freely borrowed ideas from the author Cyrano de Bergerac. Not much is definitively known about the life of Cyrano de Bergerac, but his friend Henry Lebray did write some biographical information, including Cyrano's country childhood, his military engagement, the injuries it caused, his prowess as a swordsman, and the circumstances of his death. The play suggests that he was injured by a fallen wooden beam in 1654 while entering the house of his patron, the Duc d'Aubrion. However, the academic and editor of Cyrano's work, Madeleine Alcouvier, uncovered Sorry about that. Sorry, however, the academic and editor of Cyrano's work uncovered a contemporary text, which suggests he may have been wounded in his attack on the Duke's carriage. It is as yet inconclusive as to whether or not his death was the result of an injury or an unspecified disease. Cyrano died over a year later on July 28, 1655, aged 36, at the house of his cousin Pierre de Cyrano in Saint-Ouen. He was buried in a church there. However, there is strong evidence to support the theory that his death was the result of a botched assassination attempt, as well as further damage to his health caused by a period of confinement in a private asylum, orchestrated by his enemies, who succeeded in enlisting of help from his own brother, Abel de Cyrano. Well, we still have a little time left in our intermission, so I'll be back in a couple minutes to introduce the second half of the production. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from intermission. I hope you were able to refresh yourself and prepare for the second half of the show. Act 4 opens on the siege of Arras in 1640, which was a battle of the 30 Years' War between the French and the Spanish. So sit back, get comfortable, and enjoy the second half of Cyrano de Bergerac. Act 4, Battlefields of Arras, France, the Cadets of Gascony.
It's terrible.
Yes, nothing left.
By God.
Shh. Swear in whispers. You might wake them up. Sleep. Sleep. The man who sleeps dreams that he eats.
That is a shabby comfort for the sleepless. Such famine. Devil, take that firing. The sound will wake my boys. Sleep, boys. Sleep on.
Again, the devil.
It is Cyrano, returning as usual through the lines.
Halt! Who goes there?
Bergerac!
Who goes there?
Bergerac, fool!
Well, thank the Lord.
Keep still.
You're wounded.
No. They know quite well by now. They miss me every morning. It's a habit.
This passes everything. You risk your life each day at dawn to get a letter through.
I made a promise he would write, and often. Christian, asleep and pale. Roxanne only knew he was half dead of hunger, but still handsome.
Go quickly, man, and get some sleep yourself.
Scold Lebray. There's scarcely any risk. I know the Spanish lines. I found a place where they lie drunk each night.
You should someday try to bring food. God knows we need it here.
To get through, I must travel light. And yet, there's something in the wind. If I am right, the French will either dine or die tonight.
Tell me.
I'm not sure, but you will see.
What kind of war is this? To die of hunger while doing the besieging? It's absurd.
This is indeed a complicated war. We are besieging Arras, and meanwhile, we're caught, trapped, and to cap it all, besieged by our own chief foe, the Cardinal, Prince of Spain.
And to bring this war full circle, someone should come and besiege the Spanish Cardinal Prince.
I'm sorry, but I cannot laugh. That one should risk a life like yours each day to smuggle through. Where are you going now?
Going, of course, to write another letter.
I'm hungry.
I'm dying.
Get up.
Not another step.
Another step.
My tongue is yellow. The air is really indigestible.
My barony for just a bit of cheese.
Oh, something, a crust of moldy bread.
Oh. We are dying.
All
of us.
Give me some help. You are always quick with the gay replies. Come cheer them up.
Hey, what are you nibbling on?
On cannon wadding. They were frying some in axle grease. This
Oh.
place is short of game.
I've just been hunting.
I've been catching fish.
What did you bring? Quick, let us see. What is
a minnow?
One small sparrow.
Enough. Let us revolt.
Help! Cyrano!
Oh, what is the matter? Why do you walk with such slow steps?
There's something in my heels which weighs them down.
What can it be?
My stomach.
I have the same complaint.
Does it not drag and make you weak?
It makes me thin, but tall.
My teeth grow big.
That will improve your bite.
Oh.
My belly is hollow.
Use it for a drum.
I'm ringing in my ears.
Oh, no, an empty stomach fellow has no ears.
Oh, for a bite of anything with oil.
Your salad, friend.
What is there to devour?
The Iliad.
A minister in Paris sits him down to 4 fat meals a day.
You think he should send you a brace of partridges?
Why not? And some wine, too. He has a cellar full.
Richelieu, pass the Burgundy, if you please.
I have a giant's appetite.
Then feast on your own fat.
You're very quick with words. But words are words, and jests may lose their point.
Don't scorn the point, my friend. When I must die, I hope to meet death neath some rosy sky, with a good ringing word for some good cause, no bed of sickness, no slow failing flesh, but a quick end, a worthy foeman's steel, a pointed, laughing word upon my lips, and the sword's pointed answer in my heart.
But
we are hungry. Oh, because you think of nothing but food and nothing else but food. Come, Bertrando, play for these greedy gluttons. You were once a shepherd. Hush the fife and play a country tune upon your flute. Play something sweet and simple where each note speaks of a little sister and of home. An air unfolding slowly like the smoke from all the sleepy little villages, a music which is still our native tongue. That peaceful flute was once the warrior's fife. Before it was a pipe, it was a grass, a reed that played a minuet for birds. Recall that happy time, evoke once more the pastures and the past. Gaston, hear that? Under his fingers had ceased to be the shrill fife of the cat that has become a woodwind of the woods. It is no call to combat, but the soft, plaintive cry of wandering goatherds. Listen well. It is the forest that you hear, the moors, the fields, the plains, the shepherd in his red beret, the tender evening at the river's edge, the small voices of your youth. Oh, it is, oh, Gascon, all of Gascony.
Made them weep.
With homesickness, a cleaner than hunger. When the flesh complains too much, the spirit takes command. It's good to see their change and suffering. Better a heartache than a bellyache.
But when you wring their hearts, you soften them.
Nonsense! The hero sleeping in their veins is quickly roused. It only needs a touch.
What? What is it?
You see, they hear a drum and goodbye dreams, farewell to memories, to youth and old regrets and home and love, all that the haunting flute has brought to mind, the harsh imperative drum has driven away.
Aha! Here comes Monsieur de Guiche.
Flattering sound.
We're sick of him.
He wears a wide lace ruff above his heavy armor, playing the patrician even on the battlefield.
As though it were the thing to wear one's linen over steel.
It would be handy for a boil upon the neck.
Yes, always the scheming and courteous courtier.
His uncle's nephew.
Still, he is a Gascon.
A false one. I would never trust a man. All honest Gascons are a little mad. A reasonable Gascon is a fraud. What's more, a man like that is dangerous.
Yet he looks pale.
And hungry, just like us. But since his armor's gay with silver gilt, his crampic stomach glitters in the sun.
Quickly, don't let him see that we are suffering. Bring out the decks of cards, the dice, your pipes. I shall regale myself. I'll read Descartes.
Good morning.
He is all eyes.
He is green.
He is all eyes.
So these are the loud malcontents. Yes, sirs, from every side I hear that I am mocked, that mere cadets, uncultured country squires, and petty barons dare to jeer at me, their colonel, that my courtesy is called merely intrigue, that the lace collar worn above my armor bothers them. In short, they are enraged and full of spleen to see that a born Gascon need not be a beggar. Now, shall I have you punished by your captain?
And since I am free to maintain order, I do not punish.
No?
They are my men. I will take orders, only orders of war.
That's enough. I am above your taunts. My bravery in battle is well known. At Bapaume yesterday, you saw how I compelled the Count of Bucquois to fall back. Pouring my men on his, I charged 3 times and fell upon him like an avalanche.
And your white scarf.
You know the incident? It happened this way. As I turned my horse for the last charge, a pack of fugitives dangerously dragged me near the enemy's lines. I might then have been taken prisoner and shot, but I thought quickly, dropped the scarf, which I showed my military rank with, and so I fooled the Spaniards, rallied all my men, returned and beat them. What do you say to that?
I'd say no odds or numbers ever made Henry IV conceal a single feather from his panache, his proud white battle plume.
Nevertheless, the ruse succeeded.
Yes, but one does not so readily renounce the pride and danger of being a mark to shoot at. Had I been there when the scarf fell to the ground, and here my courage, sir, differs from yours, I would have picked it up and put it on.
Of course, another Gascon boast.
A boast? Lend me the scarf. Tonight I will lead the attack and I'll wear it like a plume.
Boasting again. You know where the scarf is. The enemy has it, at the river's brink, riddled with bullets, where no one would dare to risk his life to fetch it.
Here it is.
Thank you. With this flimsy piece of cloth, I'll give the signal I have planned to make.
What's that?
What's that?
What is it?
A man down there has left the camp and run away.
It's a false Spanish spy in my employ, a very useful tool. The information which he gives our foe is that which I give him.
Nasty trick.
It serves its purpose. I was going to say, oh yes, last night to get some food for us, the marshal went to Toulon, where the king's provisions are. But to get safely back, he took a section of our troops with him. Since half the camp is absent, it will be a pretty field day for the enemy.
Good thing that our Spanish friends know nothing of the absence.
Oh, they know. They know, and will attack us.
How was that?
My private spy warned me of an assault. He said, I can direct the course of their attack. Where would you like the battle to be fought? You say, and I will tell them that the place is thinly held. That's where the thrust will come. I answered, good. Get ready to leave camp. Watch for my signal. That will be the place.
Make ready, men.
It should come in an hour.
Well, we needn't hurry.
We need time. The marshal will be back.
And to gain time?
Your men would all be good enough to give their lives.
That is your revenge.
I won't pretend that if I loved you all, I might have chosen differently. But none can boast like you, and so I serve my king by serving at the same time an old grudge.
Allow us to express our gratitude.
Oh, since you are fond of fighting all alone against 100, you cannot complain about the odds.
Comrades and gentlemen, now we can give our Gascon coat of arms a brighter color. To the azure chevrons which now it bears, we'll add one more of gules, a rich blood red color which till now it lacked. Christian?
San.
Too bad.
At least I wish I could have put a heartfelt long goodbye in one last letter.
Something made me feel that it would be today. So I have written your farewell notes.
Let's see it.
Do you wish?
Why, certainly. Wait.
What?
This little spot. It's a tear.
A tear? Oh, yes. Poets are their own victims. They are caught in their own web of words. This note I penned, it was so moving that it made me weep.
It made you weep?
Yes. Death is not so bad, but not to see her. Never once again. That is too horrible. For then we should, you should.
Oh, who goes there?
What is it?
It's a coach.
The coach.
What? What? In the camp?
Yeah, but
No.
Look out! From the enemy!
Go to yourselves. What's he saying?
Fire on it. What?
King's service.
What? The king?
Hats off.
The king. Come on, you rowdies. Clear the way. A king must enter in the proper style.
Beat the salute. Lower the step.
Good morning.
Oh, on the king's service? You?
The only king, the king of love.
Great God!
What made you come?
It lasts too long, the siege.
And why?
I'll tell you everything in time.
Dear God, how can I look at her?
You can't stay here.
Oh, yes, I can. Oh, will someone bring a drum? There, thank you. Look, they fired upon my coach. It looks just like a pumpkin, doesn't it? As in the fairy tale, complete with rats turned into handsome footmen. Good morning. I must say, none of you look very gay. How far to Arras? Cousin, I'm charming.
Thank you, but how?
How did I find the army? Oh, simple enough. I merely followed where I saw the most destruction. I would not have thought such scenes of horror possible. Believe me, sirs, if this is how you serve the King of France, I serve a better monarch.
But this is madness. Where did you get through?
Where? Through the Spanish lines.
An ugly lot.
How did you pass the lines?
Wasn't it hard?
Oh, not hard at all. The coach drove on full speed, and when some fierce hidalgo showed his face, I showed my sweetest smile. Since Spaniards are, no disrespect to Frenchmen, the most gallant, I passed with ease.
Surely that smile of yours is a good passport. But they must have asked where you were going and the reason why.
They asked it frequently. I always said, I'm going to meet my lover. At that word, the roughest looking Spaniard of them all would close the door and, with a gesture that the king might envy, brush aside the bristling guns leveled at me. Then, full of stately grace, clanking his spurs, waving his brown-brimmed hat so that the long plumes swept the air, he'll bow and, Señorita, he would say, pass on.
Still, Roxanne.
Forgive me that I said my lover. You see, if I had said my husband, oh, no one would let me pass.
What?
What is wrong?
You must go.
Why?
And quickly.
Right away.
Dude, you must.
Why?
Because
It seems in just about 3/4 of an hour.
Or less.
It would be better.
Or you might regret that.
See, you're going to fight. I shall remain.
No,
No.
He is my husband. I will die with him.
your blazing eyes are beautiful.
I'll tell you why.
This boasts a mortal risk.
A mortal risk?
Yeah, what's more, he made it so.
So, you would make a widow of me here.
Madame, I swear.
Now I'm furious. I'll never leave. Besides, it's entertaining.
Has our Précieuse become a heroine?
Monsieur de Bergerac, I'm your cousin.
I will defend you well.
I know you will.
The whole camp smells of fragrant orris root.
And luckily, I have worn a hat which should look charming on the battlefield. But might it not be wiser if the Count were to retire? They may attack at once.
Impertinence. I must inspect the guns and shall return. You'd better change your mind.
Never.
Roxanne.
No.
She is going to stay.
My cloak.
Some soap.
Lend me your mirror.
And
The curling iron.
my gloves. Razor.
Here.
There's nothing will possible.
Nothing will make me stir. This is my place.
Since you are so determined and will stay, perhaps I should present to the gentleman you are about to have the honor of dying before your eyes. Baron de Perescu de Colignac. Baron de Casterac de Cahusac, Vidame de Malgueur, Aristac Lebon der Scarbillon, Chevalier de Antignac José, Baron Hidot, de Belagnac, Salenchon, de Castel Crabullet.
How many names apiece have each of you?
More than we can count.
Do me a favor. Open the hand which holds your handkerchief.
But why?
My company always lacked a flag. Now it will fly the proudest flag of all.
It's rather small.
But it's royal lace.
Seeing so sweet a face, I could die happy if I had something in my stomach first.
For shame. To speak of food when a refined and exquisite young lady.
He's right. The air is sharp. My appetite is keen. I'd like some pâtés, cold meats, and good wine. Will someone bring it here?
What? All of that?
Good Lord, where shall we find it?
In my carriage.
What?
What?
Look a little closer at my coachman. You'll recognize a most unusual man, one who can serve you sauces hot or cold.
It's Regano.
Ah, Regano. Oh.
Banished man of war.
Good fairy.
Gentlemen,
Bravo, bravo.
Oh.
the Spaniards were a little more than fair, letting the fairy and the good fare through.
Christian.
So overcome with gallantry, they did not stop to see the gallantine.
Christian, a word with you. It's most important.
And Venus occupied their eyes so well, Diana fooled them with her little game.
Christian, you've got to listen.
Lay it on the ground. Make yourself useful here.
Peacock with truffles.
My God, before we die, at least we'll have one final gorge.
You'll find those cushions full of roasted birds.
Oh, thank you, landlord.
Flasks of ruby red and topaz yellow.
Catch. Until the cloth. Oh, be quick. We cannot wait.
Each carriage lamp. It's quite a little larder.
Bill, I must speak to you before you speak a word to her.
Even the handle of my whip conceals a monster sausage, specialty of ours.
Since we must die, let us die merrily, laughing at all the others less well fed. Gascons deserve the best of everything. But if De Guiche comes, not a word of this. There. Don't eat so fast. There's time enough. Come, take a little wine. Why do you weep?
It's all too wonderful.
Hush. Red or white? Bread of Monsieur de Carbon. Here's your knife. Another plate? A little crust? A wing? Taste the champagne. Try just a little more.
She is adorable.
What would you like?
Nothing.
Please, try the sweet cake dipped in wine.
First, tell me why you came.
After I've served these poor unlucky fellows one by.
Quick, hide the bottles, dishes, pots, platters, and pans. Conceal all trace of food and look unconscious.
Ah, it smells good here.
La, 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 la.
Is anything the matter? You look quite red.
Do I? It's nothing much. My battle blood is up. Let's fight.
Yeah. Boom. Boom.
What is that? Oh, you're
Just a
ready
little
to
fall.
gay, my lad.
It is the smell, the smell of danger which delights me.
Captain, by God, but you look cheerful too. There's one cannon left. I've placed it there. Your men can use it if they're badly pressed.
Ah, a sweet attention.
Such solicitude.
Are you all mad? Since you're unused to cannon, look out for the recoil.
Oh, pff.
Look here.
A Gascon cannon never will recoil.
You're drunk. With what?
Gunpowder's heady fumes.
Madame, have you made up your mind to go?
I shall remain.
I warn you, leave.
I'll stay.
If that's the way it is, give me a gun.
What for?
I'll stay here too.
Well, this is more than mere bravado. It is bravery.
In spite of all your lace, you are a Gascon.
I've never left a woman who is in danger.
You know, I think the man deserves a bite.
It's food.
It comes from under every cloak.
You think I'd eat your leavings?
Very good. You're making rapid progress.
I shall fast and fight, the better for it.
There speaks the Gascon, with a Gascon accent, too.
What? I?
Hurrah! He's one of us!
Hurrah!
I've put my pikemen there. The men are resolute.
Well, will you accept my hand for the review?
Talk quickly now. Why all the secrecy?
In case Roxanne should speak about the letters.
Yes, I know.
Don't show surprise.
At what?
At anything she says. You see, I must explain. Lord, it's nothing much. On seeing her today, I thought of it. You have,
Go on.
you've been writing her oftener than you know.
What?
Yes, I thought I understood your passion, so as your interpreter, I wrote sometimes without informing you.
Ah,
That is all. It was quite simple.
but we were hemmed in. How did you manage?
I got through by dawn.
And that was simple too? If I may ask, how often did I write her? Twice a week? 3 times? 4 times?
Oh, oftener.
Each day?
Yes, every day and twice a day.
And this inflamed you so that drunk with joy, you went and risked your life?
Hush! Here she comes.
Christian, at last.
At last you'll tell me why you came here to join here by fearful roads, through dangerous ranks and ribald soldiery.
My love, your letters brought me here.
What's that?
And if I risked my life, the fault is yours. Your letters made me dizzier than wine. All of them. All this month. And every one more thrilling than the one preceding it.
What, for a few love letters?
Do not mock. You do not know their power. Ever since that magic night beneath my balcony, when in a voice that I had never heard, your soul spoke out. You have been my beloved. And now, your perfect letters all this month. Your voice was in them. The same tender voice, so warm, so near, and oh, so sheltering. No wonder that I hurried to your side. Had old Ulysses written as you wrote, Penelope would have flung aside her loom, and wild in love as Helen rushed to join him.
But
over and over again, I read them all. They made me faint. They made me long for you. Each separate page was like a trembling leaf loosed from your soul. I felt each burning word had come alive, powerful and sincere.
Sincere and powerful. And you could feel all that, Roxanne.
Oh, how I felt it.
And so you came.
Because I could not stay away. Oh, Christian, my dear Lord, you'd lift me up were I to cast myself down at your feet. But you could never lift the soul that suffers here. I came to ask forgiveness, and my plea is urgent now that death is threatening. Pardon me for the wrong I did our love in loving you because you were so fair.
Roxanne.
That was at first. Then later on, less foolish, like a bird that spreads its wings before it dares to fly, I loved your soul. Your beauty held me still. And so I loved beauty and soul together.
And now?
Now that I know your greater, nobler self, I love you only for your shining soul.
Roxanne.
So be happy. To be loved for beauty is a poor reward. It is to love a mask, a temporary dress, a sham unworthy of the loving heart. Your beauty, which at first bedazzled me, now that I see more clearly, disappears and is not seen at all.
Oh.
Do you doubt your final triumph?
Oh, Roxanne.
Oh, I know, you find it hard to understand such love.
I don't want such love. I want the love which simply
loves you for your handsome face? No, no. My love is deeper, worthier.
Our first love was all that one could ask.
Oh, you're wrong. Now that I love you more, I love you best. There's the inner you that I adore and worship. Oh, my own. Even were you less brilliant,
Please, Roxanne.
I'd love you still if you should suddenly lose all your beauty.
Do not say it.
Yes, I say it and I mean it.
If I were ugly.
It would not seem like ugliness. That means your joy is greater?
Yes.
Then what disturbs you?
Nothing. Just a word. A moment.
But
our love takes you away from these poor fellows. They're about to die. Go smile at them.
my own considerate Christian.
Cyrano!
What's the matter? You look pale.
She does not love me.
Nonsense.
It is you she really loves.
Absurd.
She loves my soul and nothing but my soul.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. You are the one she loves, and you love her.
I?
Yes, I know.
It's true.
You love her madly.
Madly and worse.
Then tell her so.
Not I.
Why not?
Look at my face.
She'd still love me, even though I were ugly.
She said that?
She did.
Well, I'm glad she told you that, but I do not be deceived. It is a sweet and pleasant thought, but is just a thought. Never accept it as truth and never grow ugly or plain. She'd blame me for that too.
That's what I want to know.
Ridiculous.
Yes. Let her choose. Go tell her everything.
No, spare me the torture.
It is fair for me to wreck your happiness because I chance to be good looking.
And should I destroy your dream because a whim of nature's gave me away with words, a trick of saying all the things that you feel?
First, tell her all.
My friend, why do you tempt me?
I am tired of being my own rival.
Just stop.
The marriage, secret, without witnesses, it can simply be annulled if we survive.
My God, the man persists.
Yes, I must be loved for myself, just that or not at all. I'm going to see what's happening out there, where the line ends. You stay here, I'll return. And when I do, but meanwhile, speak to her and let her choose between us.
It will be you, only you.
Well, I can hope. Roxanne!
No!
What is the matter?
Cyrano has an important piece of news for you.
Important news?
He's gone. Oh, really? Nothing? He sees, the importance in a breath.
Perhaps he doubted what I said. I know that's what it is. I felt he questioned it.
And are you sure you told him the whole truth?
You mean that I would love him even if...
Hard to say the word right to my face.
But...
It won't hurt me. Say it. Even if...
Even if he were ugly, I said that.
Hideous.
Hideous.
Disfigured.
Yes.
Grotesque.
He would not seem grotesque to me.
You'd love him still the same.
And even more.
Oh my God. Can it be true? Can happiness be mine at last? Listen, Roxanne, for I...
Cyrano!
What?
Come here.
My God.
What's wrong?
This is the end.
Why are they firing now?
It's finished. I can never let her know.
I must find out what's happening.
Nothing. Never mind them.
A while ago, you said there was something I should do.
Yet some trifle, I've forgotten it. A little less than nothing. I swear that Christian's nature, like his soul, was great. Is great.
Was?
What an unhappy end.
Struck by the enemy's first shot.
The attack! To arms!
Christian!
Prepare!
Christian!
Fall in!
Roxanne!
Your fuses fix!
Roxanne!
I've told her everything, Christian. It's you, and only you she loves, no matter what.
Draw ramrods!
Does he breathe?
Open the charges with your teeth!
But no, I can't. It's cold against my own.
Aim!
There's a letter.
Fire!
But Roxanne, the battle has begun.
Stay with me just a moment. He's dead. You're doing your best. You were the only one.
Yes, Roxanne.
Oh.
Yes, Roxanne. Yes, Roxanne.
Arthur, sword above the chief and trivial run of things. A soul of both.
Yes, Roxanne. And here today I would die too. Why should I live when she is mourning for me without knowing it?
Hold out. Hold out a little longer. Help is coming. The French are entering the camp with food. The trumpet was the signal.
His blood upon the letter and his tears.
Surrender!
Never!
It's growing worse.
Take her away. I'm going to join to the charge.
She's fainted.
Throw down your arms.
Never!
You have proved your bravery. Fly, fly, and take her away.
I'll do it. If we only hold them off a little longer, we will have them trapped.
That's good. Farewell, Roxanne.
We're giving way. The line is breaking. We've been wounded twice.
Hold on, boys. Gascon will never turn their backs. Don't be afraid. I've 2 deaths to avenge. My friend Christian's in my dead happiness. Fly. Fly, little flag that bears her monogram. Fall on my Gascon. Mow them down. Play, play.
They're storming the rampart!
No,
Here they come!
Fire on them!
Fire!
These are the cadets of Gascony of Carbon de Castel Jaloux, fighting and lying shamelessly. These are the cadets!
Act 5, 15 years later. Sisters of the Cross, Paris, France. Cyrano's Gazette. This morning, Sister Claire looked in her mirror, not only once, but twice to see how well her headdress suited her.
That was not good.
But Sister Martha shyly took a plum, one of the tart this morning, I could see.
That was not nice.
But such a little glance.
And such a tiny plum.
Still, I shall tell your sins to Monsieur Cyrano today.
Oh, don't! He will make fun of me.
He'll say that nuns are very vain.
And very greedy.
And very sweet.
But it is really true, dear Mother Margaret, that he has come here to the convent every Saturday for 10 long years?
Longer than that, my child. He's come here ever since his cousin came to mix the worldly morning of her cover crepe with our coarse linen, like a black-winged bird among a flock of white and twittering doves. And that was 14 years ago.
Ever since she took refuge from the world here in this cloister with her prodigal grief, he is the only one who can make her smile.
He is so quaint.
It is lively when he comes.
He teases all of us.
He is so kind.
We'll make him pâtés with Angelica.
We like him very much, but he is not a good church-going Catholic.
Well then, we will convert him. Yes?
That I forbid. Were you to try, and were you to succeed, he might repent and come here much less often.
But if he does not know God?
Never fear. God knows him very well.
Each Saturday when he arrives, he tells me boastfully, "Yesterday, Friday, sister, I ate meat."
He tells you that? Well, this last Saturday, he had not eaten anything at all for 2 whole days.
Mother!
He's very poor.
Who told you this?
His friend, Monsieur Lebray.
And is there none to help?
Oh, he is too proud. Any assistance would be an offense. We must go in now. Madame Madeleine strolls in the garden with her visitor.
Is it the Duke and Marshal of Gramont?
Yes, I believe so.
It is many months since his last visit.
He is occupied with many things, court matters, and the camp, the busy world.
And are you going to waste yourself forever here in widowhood?
Forever.
But always faithful?
Always.
Still, you have forgiven me?
Since I came here.
His was a noble soul.
Noble indeed, if once you knew him.
I'm sure you're right. We met too briefly, and we spoke too little. Is his last letter still so near to your heart?
I wear it here, a gentle talisman.
Dead, but you love him still?
Sometimes it seems he's not dead, or only partially dead. Our hearts were bound so close, I often feel his love still living hovers over me.
And does Cyrano come to see you?
Yes, often and punctually. He's my clock, my comfort, my newspaper. A chair is put beneath this tree when the day is fair, and there I wait with my embroidery. The clock strikes, and in time with the last stroke, I don't have to turn to see his cane up on the steps. He seats himself and jokes about this piece of tapestry, which never will be finished. Then he tells me the week's gossip. Oh, Lebray, how is our old friend?
He is very sick.
Too bad.
Oh, he exaggerates.
All I foretold has now come true neglect and poverty and wretched solitude, but he goes on, fighting the hypocrites of every sort, exposing the sham nobles, the sham priests, sham heroes, shameless prudes and plagiarists. In short, the world we know. And each attack wins him the malice of new enemies.
But his keen sword will keep them all at bay. No one will ever challenge him.
Who knows?
It is not such attacks I fear. It is gaunt hunger, gnawing loneliness, the chill of stark December days that steal into his musty little room with wolf-like steps. These are the dread assassins that I fear. Each day he makes a new hole in his belt and grimly tightens it. His famous nose is like a frail piece of old ivory. His wardrobe is a shabby black serge coat.
At least he's not a swaggering newly rich. Don't pity him too much.
Really, my lord?
Don't pity him too much. The man has lived free in his thinking, free in his every act, not bought by greed nor bound by compromise.
My lord!
Oh, yes, I know what's in your mind. Nothing for him while I have everything. And yet, I would be proud to press his hand. Farewell.
I will accompany you.
Ah, yes. And strange though it may seem, I envy him. You see, when one has too much success, too easily, one feels, though one has done no actual wrong, a general sense of fault, 1,000 little lacks and grievances. It is not guilt and not remorse. It is a vague unease, a tired distrust of life. So one mounts the glittering steps of fame. The ermine-bordered mantle of a duke drags up a cloud of dust and dry illusions, just as your morning's robe sweeps these stone steps and drags a trail of dead, discolored leaves.
Is this your new philosophy?
It is. Monsieur Lebret, a word with you. It's true, no one would dare to meet your friend in fight, but many hate the man and wish him ill. Yesterday at the Queen's, I heard one say, this Cyrano may die by accident.
You heard that?
Yes. So let him stay indoors and go out seldom. If he's cautious.
He? Cautious? The man is on his way here now. I'll try to warn him, but who knows what might happen in the meantime while he's on his way here.
What is it?
It's Raguenau, madame. He asked to see you.
Oh, let him come in. He loves to tell his troubles. Having set out to be a lyric writer, he has become a singer.
Bathhouse keeper.
Actor,
A beadle.
wig maker,
Lutenist.
and heaven knows what he may be today.
Madame, monsieur.
I will be back. Meanwhile, tell your misfortunes to Labray.
But madame. Perhaps it's just as well. It would alarm her if she heard the truth. Just now I went to see our friend. I was a few steps from his house when he came out. I went to meet him. As he turned the corner, I saw a window open. As he passed beneath the spot, a servant, someone, dropped, either by accident or design, a heavy piece of wood.
Nasty cowards!
I ran to him and saw.
It's frightening.
Our friend, our poet, lying on the ground, wounded with a great hole deep in his head.
He's dead?
No, but good God, I took him up and brought him to this room. Alas, that room, a dingy garret. You should see the place.
He's suffering?
Oh, no, he is unconscious.
You called a doctor?
I found one who came out of pure kindness.
My poor Cyrano. This must be broken gently to Roxanne. What did the doctor say?
He shook his head, spoke about a fever, something about the brain. Oh, you should have seen the bloody bandaged head, the burning eyes. Let's go to him at once. There's no one there, no one to tend him. If he should get up, if she's sure to die.
Hurry, let's go this way. It's shorter through the chapel.
Monsieur Lebray. I call and Lebray vanishes. Is this some new departure of poor Regano? The sad September makes a lovely end. My grief is quieted. The April gloom is lifted by this calm autumnal glow. Oh, there comes the armchair where he always sits, my good and ever faithful friend.
It is the best chair in the parlor.
Thank you, sister. He will be here. The clock is striking now. Ah, there's my embroidery. The clock has struck. That's very strange. Will he be late for once? Perhaps the sister gossiping at the gate. Oh, where has my thimble gone? Oh, there it is. She's probably trying to convert him. Yes, she must be trying. He can't be much longer now. Oh, these falling leaves. No, nothing could. My scissors and my bag keep him from coming.
Monsieur de Bergerac.
What was I saying? Oh, this faint, faded color is hard to match. You're late, my friend. First time in 14 years.
It's too provoking, but I was detained.
By whom?
By an inopportune visitor.
Doubtless some wicked creditor.
The last and most persistent one. He pressed me hard.
But you got rid of.
Oh, yes, I said, excuse me, please, but this is Saturday, a day on which I never fail to call upon a certain lady. I will pay the debt, I promise. Come back in an hour.
Oh, let him wait much longer. I intend to keep you with me here until dark.
I may be forced to leave sooner than that.
Have you been teasing Sister Martha?
Yes. Sister, come here. Why hide those large, dark eyes? Why keep them always bent upon the earth?
But, oh.
Nothing. Yesterday, I fed on meat.
I'm sure you did. If you will come to the refectory, later I'll make you a nice bowl of soup. You'll come?
Yes.
You're reasonable today.
Is she still trying to convert you?
Heaven forbid.
That's true. You're so glib with pious sentiments and holy words, and yet you have stopped preaching to me. Yes, it is surprising. Well, I will surprise you too. This very night you'll never guess, you may in chapel say a prayer for me.
Poor Sister Martha is simply stupefied.
I did not wait for you to give me leave.
How long it takes. I wonder if I will ever see the end of this eternal tapestry.
I have been waiting for that, just.
The leaves.
They're all golden yellow. Watch them fall.
Yes, watch them fall. It's a short-lived flight from branch to earth, but such a gallant one. Although they know they must die and rot upon the cluttered soil, they dance their way downward in one last ecstasy of grace.
What? Melancholy? You?
Not I, not a bit.
Well, let the dead leaves fall. Tell me the news. Where's my court gazette?
I'm ready.
Good.
Saturday the 19th. On this day, the king lunched heartily on grape conserves and had a touch of fever. He was bled. The ailment was found guilty of high treason, and the king's pulse resumed its normal beat. The queen's ball was on Sunday, and it was lit with more than 700 tall white candles. Our troops, they say, beat John of Austria. 4 witches have been hanged. The little dog of Madame Athos had an enema.
Monsieur de Bergerac, to say such things.
On Monday, nothing happened. Bingmier took a new lover.
Oh,
Tuesday, the court went to Fontainebleau. The following day, the fair Montglat said no to Count de Fisque. On Thursday, the court favorite La Mancini became the current queen, almost, of France. On Friday, the lovely Montglat changed her mind and said yes to de Fisque. Saturday.
he fainted. Cyrano!
What? What is it? What? No, it's nothing. Truly, let me be.
But still.
It's my old wound, the one I got at Arras. There are times, you know, it hurts.
Dear friend.
It's really nothing. It will pass. See? It has passed. The foolish pain has gone.
Everyone bears a wound, and I bear mine. That old wound never healed is always there. It still burns here, beneath his letter grown yellow with time and stained with his tears and blood.
His letter. Once, long time ago, you said you'd let me read it.
Do you really want to see it now?
Yes, of all days, today.
Here.
May I open it?
Open it and read it.
Roxanne, farewell. It seems that I must die.
Aloud?
It might well be tonight, my own. My heart is heavy with unspoken love, and I must die too soon. Never again will these infatuated eyes
Oh, how you read his letter.
feast on all your charms, enjoy your smallest gesture. I recall a little way, particularly your own, you had of brushing your hand back across your little forehead. So I cry.
Oh, how you read it.
So I cry.
You read
Farewell.
it.
Oh, my dear, my sweet, my treasure.
Such a voice.
My own true love.
A voice that I have heard sometime, somewhere.
Although I am, alas, so far away, never has my heart left you. For I am in this and even in the other world the one who loves you best, whose love cannot be measured.
It is too dark to see. How can you read? And so, for 14 years, my kind old friend, who likes to chat and tease, has played this role.
Roxanne.
Yes, it was you.
No, Roxanne.
I should have known at once. I should have guessed the way he spoke my name.
It was not I.
It was.
I swear to you.
I see it all. The lovely, generous lie. The letters. Yours.
No.
The mad, sweet words. All yours.
No.
The voice in that dark night was yours.
I swear to you, it never was.
You loved me always.
I swear I never loved. It was someone else.
You loved me.
No.
You say it softer now.
No, my own best beloved. I loved you not.
How many things long dead are born again? Why were you silent these long 14 years, since on this letter which he never wrote, the tears were yours?
But the blood was his.
Why the noble silence? Tell me, why? And why this day has it been broken?
Why?
What folly! I was sure, and here he is.
Of course I'm here.
Madame, he's killed himself by getting up.
Dear God, the fainting spell, the wicked voice, the words.
Quite true. My gossip and gazette were not quite finished. Item. On Sunday, the 26th, at dinner time, Monsieur de Bergerac was murdered.
Cyrano! What did he say? What have they done to ruin him? Why?
Oh, quick end, a worthy foeman's steel, a pointed laughing word upon my lips, and the sword's pointed answer in my heart. I said that once. Well, fate has had the last laugh. Here I am, trapped, struck from behind. By what? Common block of wood. Killed by whom? A thug, a hired cutthroat. I have failed in everything in life, even in death.
Alas, dear sir.
Agano, do not weep. Tell me, my friend, what are you doing now?
I snuff the candle for Molière.
Molière.
But I am quitting him tomorrow. I cannot stand it. Yesterday they played Scapin with one scene he had stolen from you.
The whole scene, every word.
Oh, the famous one. But what the devil is he doing there?
Molière stole that.
I'm glad he did. But speaking of the scene, how did it go?
They laughed and laughed. I thought they'd never stop.
Yes, that has been the role I've always played. The prompt be forgotten. Roxanne, you recall that night with Christian underneath your window there in the dark? That's how my life has gone. Waiting, unseen, unknown, while others mount to endless glory and the kiss of fame. Yes, it is fair enough. And I declare here on this very threshold of the tomb, Molière has genius. Christian had great beauty.
Sister!
No,
My sister!
let them go to pray. The bell has rung. Do not go after them. When you return, I doubt I shall be here. My spirit needs a little harmony. And listen, there it is.
I love you. Live.
No. In the fairy tales, the lady says, I love you. And the beast becomes a prince, as beauty banishes all ugliness. But though you speak the magic words, this is no fairy tale, and I remain the same.
I'm the one, the cause of your unhappiness. Only I.
You, just the opposite. I never really knew a woman's love. My mother seldom cared to look at me. I had no sister. I grew up to dread a mistress's or a sweetheart's mocking smile. Still, thanks to you, I have had a cherished friend. A woman's radiance has lit my path.
Your other friend has come to visit you.
I see her.
Love but once. One man. And I must lose him twice.
Tonight, Lebre, I shall ascend without machinery and reach the moon at last.
What do you mean?
Yes, it is there they will let me stay. The peerless moon will be my paradise, and I will find the noble souls I love. Socrates, Galileo.
I say no. It is the unjust and stupid. This is not an ending for a man so large and lofty, such a heart and soul. To die like this?
There goes Lebre again, still scolding, still complaining. These are the cadets of Gascony. They are the elementary mass. Ah, yes, the hick.
A scientist, even though delirious.
Copernicus said, But what the devil is he doing here? There in the galley. Now my epitaph. Philosopher, physician, poet, fighter, musician, famous for his travels through the air, a fancy duelist no less, a lover true to his distress, who broke his heart pretending not to care. Here lies Hercule Savien de Cyrano de Bergerac, who thinking he was everything, was nothing. Oh, alas, alack. But pardon me, I find I cannot stay. The moon, you see, has come to take me home. I would not have you grieve 1 hour less for that fine soul, the good and valiant Christian. I only ask that when my flesh is cold, you'll give a double meaning to this veil and mourn for me a little, mourning him.
I promise.
No, not in a chair. No one shall hold me up, only the tree. He comes. I am already shod with stone and gloved with lead. Since he is on the way, I'll meet him standing here, with sword in hand.
Cyrano!
He sees me, yes, he dares to mock me for my nose. The noseless one? What do you say? It's useless? Bad, I know. But who fights with assurance of success? A man fights better when he is doomed to lose. Who are you there? How many? Thousands? Ha ha! I know you now, my enemies of old. Falsehood, take that! And you, and you there, compromise, prejudice, treachery. What? Come to terms? No, never. Here is cowardice, ha! And folly too. No, never. Here is cowardice, ha! Oh, and folly. I knew in the end you would get me. You'll get me down, but he doesn't. I'll fight, and I'll fight, and I'll go fighting on. Ha! You robbed me of the laurel and the rose, glory and love. Take them. Take everything. But there's one thing that you shall not have. One thing I take with me. One thing. And bowing as I enter God's great house, I shall bend low and bowing sweep the thresholds of heavenly blue with something which, in spite of you, I swear, something I wear, and that thing is my stainless blue, my pride, my panache, my lifelong masquerade. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our play. Actors, come on the stage and take a bow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Clinquin Bosom Friends was proud to present Cyrano de Bergerac, everyone. Sign applause, yay! And so we shall take a virtual bow in alphabetical order. Joe. Unmute, Joe, unmute.
I am Joe Ambrosio from Sebastopol, California, and this is my first major acting scene.
Woo! Dennis.
I am Dennis Bergendorf. I am a dormant actor living in West Point, Utah.
And Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm from Monterey, California, and I am a novice actress.
Lori.
I, Lori Levy-Comer, I am in Monte Rio. I've been an actress at the Curtain Call Theater. I also help with some of the production and some social media promotions.
Bill Funt.
Hi, I'm Bill Funt. I live in Los Angeles, California. And like Dennis, it's been a while since I've had an acting outbreak.
Jim.
Oh, I'm Jim Graham from Tacoma, Washington, and I am a knucklehead for life.
Jake Hamlin.
Hi, I'm Jake Hamlin, an actor in Guerneville, California, and also set designer at Curtain Call Theater.
Rob McPherson.
Hi, I'm Robert McPherson, and sometimes I'm known as the Drunken Tenor. I'm an actor, a singer, and I sometimes write parodies.
Paul.
I'm Paul Minconi. I live in Sebastopol, and I have had the honor and pleasure of working with most of the people that you're looking at on this screen. And those of who I hadn't, I got the opportunity with this show. Thank you all so much.
Torin Mullen, my nephew, had his bedtime already. He is, this is his first show. He lives in Bellevue, Washington. Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Posternak. I'm an actor and artist. I live in Runner Park, California.
And I am Peter Rogers. I am an actor director living in Sebastopol, California. Yelena.
I'm Elena Sigal. I'm an actor from Sebastopol, California.
Colin.
I'm Colin Stewart. I'm a performer and technologist residing in Oakland, California.
Michael.
I'm Michael Tabib. I'm actor, director, designer, producer, and Curtain Call Theater's artistic director in Monte Rio, California. And I live in Sebastopol as well.
Jake Turner.
Hi, I'm Jake Turner. I live in Santa Rosa, California, and I am a musician actor.
Hey, Bill Young.
Oh.
Bill Young.
Bill Young, you have to unmute.
A usual thing. Turning off my mic. I'm Bill Young from Guerneville and part of the Curtain Call Theater as well.
Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray Carolino from San Francisco. Great job, guys. Great job. Great job.
Yes, great job, everyone. Give yourselves a sign applause. Our stage manager, Natasha, do we have any questions or comments from the audience that we need to share?
Also, we can't see Natasha.
We can't
but
see her. Oh, yes.
She's been running the show.
We couldn't
for
do this
us.
without her.
Thank you, Natasha.
You, Natasha. Love you.
Natasha, do we have any questions from the audience?
I'm not seeing any questions. Everyone's just saying wonderful show. Congrats. It's very sweet.
Oh, fantastic. That's excellent. All right. Well, in that case, good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this production of Cyrano de Bergerac. Give yourselves one more applause. Yay! And everyone, let's wave good night while we go back offline. Good night, everybody.
Happy New Year, guys.